Hey, it's Alan Brockman again with the North Delta Network, here with Rob Brewer at Flying Tiger Brewery, one of the owners here. Got an event coming up this weekend, Bulls in the Streets. He's got a handkerchief on. Rob, tell us about this event coming up this weekend.
Bulls in the Streets, very simply, is a themed fun run. It's a 1.1 mile fun run walk for the whole community.
What is the Bulls' involvement and where does that come from?
So this theme that I mentioned is inspired by the actual running of the bulls in Pamplona, Spain, but instead of risking your life being chased by bulls, you only risk being swatted on the rear end by one of our local Rose City Roller Derby girls. Those girls will be donning horns and roller skates and be armed with wiffle ball bats during.
So tell me, what is a fun run?
This is all for charity, so it's for fun. Some will walk, some will jog, some will casually stroll, some may even have a baby with a carriage. Again, it's just for fun.
And the route, is there a website or somewhere someone can find out about the route?
Right, so that 1 mile loop is in this downtown area, but we do have a map of it available on the website. You can go to bullsinthestreets.org and see that map there as well.
All right, so it sounds like a lot of fun. What else is going to be at the event outside of the run?
There's going to be live music set up outside. There'll be live music inside the brewery. There'll be live music on the other side of the block over here. There'll be a number of food trucks. There'll be vendors. There'll be, it's family friendly. There'll be face painters for kids. There'll be one of the jumpy things for kids to get into. So there's something for the whole family to do. Following that race, it's essentially going to turn into a block party here in this location.
And so if folks aren't running, what can folks do if they're just coming out to kind of watch the event?
So there's plenty they can do. They can cheer on the runners and the participants. They can laugh and be silly. They'll probably be eating food from one of these food trucks, perhaps drinking a Flying Tiger beer because the city has suspended the open alcohol container for this block surrounding that, which again leads into that block party following. But they can do all sorts of things out here.
Tell me about how folks get engaged. When is the registration time and the time of the run?
Yes, so the event is this Saturday, June 24th. We'll start doing registration at 11 a.m. The race will start at noon sharp. You can, however, go online and pre-register and pay ahead of time. It's only $5, and that includes the neckerchief that is intended to be worn during the event. And then show up that morning. There'll be an express lane. You can sign the waiver and receive your neckerchief.
All right, thanks, Rob. Again, that's this Saturday, folks, 11 a.m. Come register up here at Flying Tiger. Noon, go run for 1.1 miles with the Bulls, and they're going to have a block party after the fact. It's $5. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, Rob, for putting on some fun stuff. And again, I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and we will be bringing you more fun stuff to come down the road. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, bringing you all things fun and funky in the North Delta area. I'm out here with Joey Knights with Moon Lake Marina, celebrating his 35th anniversary. Joey, tell me what we got here and what you got here on the menu and what's cooking out here.
Well, we have a glorified concession stand, to be honest with you.
Perfect.
I mean, hamburgers all days, 2 for $1 on Mondays and Fridays.
2 for $1 burgers on Mondays. Tuesday night, what you got going up here?
Tuesday night now, that's our special. We have a great steak.
Okay, steak night, Tuesday nights.
Sometimes you get a little live entertainment.
So is it just adults out here, or can anybody come?
Anybody can come, family friendly.
So you get live music, you get lake scenery, you get all this stuff, you got food out here, but you also got a full service marina, correct?
Right. We're the one of 2 gas docks on the Washita River.
Okay.
The other one's about 100 miles north of us.
Okay, so you can boat up here, you can also get up here, you can drive up via Horseshoe Lake Road, turning off 165, right? That's
right.
the way we came. So you've got docks out here, you can park your boat out here, you got live music. Are there other things people can do out here? I understand you got some
paddle boards and kayaks.
Okay, so all summer long?
All summer long.
When y'all run?
We open April Fool's Day.
Perfect.
And we close with the ghouls on Halloween.
Okay, April through October.
In with the fools, out with the ghouls.
Okay. So you got an RV park out here now, right? So what do folks do to access that?
Just give us a call. We've got weekend hookups and weekday hookups.
So pull your RV out here, stay for the weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all weekend long?
Right.
Okay, and you bring the kids out. So you got paddle boards?
You got paddle boards.
Paddle boards, and you got kayaks?
Kayaks.
So kayak rental, just call the marina, Moon Lake Marina, at the number below.
322-2300.
Okay.
For 35 years.
Make your reservation. 35th year anniversary with the good people here at Moon Lake Marina. I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and we'll be bringing you more fun and funky stuff here in this area in the near future. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, bud.
My name is Galen Iverstein. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm with Iverstein Family Farms in Kentwood, Louisiana, and Iverstein Farms Butcher in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The main reason I got into farming is because I didn't know what to do with a political science degree. I think it's the main question that every liberal arts major deals with, and that's, what do I do next, you know? I was 23 when I decided to go into farming. I was a student at LSU, went and interned on a farm and decided to farm. I've been farming for about 9 years now. We started real small. I was on 65 acres, started with a couple of pigs, a couple hundred chickens, and went from there. So here on our farm, we raise 100% grass-fed beef cattle. We raise pasture-raised Berkshire hogs, pastured poultry, which is chickens and turkeys, and also a little bit of lamb. Initially, I didn't really have a market. I raised it, I had a product to sell, so I started knocking on doors of chefs around Baton Rouge, selling my product to them, and then I got into the Red Stick Farmers Market in Baton Rouge. Our farming practices are a little different than others. We're using strategic animal impact on our farm to build healthy topsoils. So everything kind of works together. It's a symbiotic relationship between the cows, the chickens, and the pigs. You know, the cow goes in, eats the grass, and then the chickens come behind them. They're sanitizing the pasture, they're fertilizing the pasture, and giving us a really tasty product at the end of the day. We're also using our hogs as our forestry management tool. They're going in there and almost acting like a controlled burn in a forest, where they're keeping the low forage down and allowing the big trees to flourish. So at Iverstein Farms Butcher, we're a full animal butcher shop. Our goal is to use 100% of the animal. So the way we butcher our animals is dictated by its use. So we of course cut to stock the cooler. We do a lot of custom cutting for people's custom orders. They call us during the week and say, hey, I got a special party on Thursday night. I need X amount of pork chops. So we cut those. We also cut certain things to make our sausages and things like that. So our end goal is pounds in the shop, match the pounds out of the shop. We want to use the whole animal. We have an on-site smokehouse at the butcher shop where we're making all of our own smoked sausages. We're making jerky, snack sticks. We're smoking chickens. We're smoking turkeys, all sorts of things. I think people keep coming back to our product, one, because it tastes better. They can really recognize the freshness and the flavor that's in our meats, and they also like supporting a community-raised product. I think what is so unique about Louisiana is that we're all coming together around food and fun. I've never met a creed, color, or kind in Louisiana that can't come together for those two reasons, food and fun. I think it's important to bring people together around food. It's always a central thing in our community. And it's a great opportunity to bring people together around something that's communal. Of all the things in the world I can do, the reason I farm is because I love producing a good product and bringing it directly to a consumer. Seeing that consumer consume our product and get feedback from them and see them come back every week is just really rewarding for me. My name is Galen Iverstein with Iverstein Farms out here in Kentwood, Louisiana. We're looking forward to coming out to the North Delta Ramble on August 3rd and bringing a true farm-to-table barbecue experience. Come out and see us and have a good time.
Monty Russell. I'm from Route 2, Hale, Louisiana originally. I first started playing when I was 8 years old. My grandfather was a self-taught piano player. He also played guitar. He taught me at 8 years old to take a flat top and lay it out, and he tuned it to an open G, and he gave me a buck knife, and I moved that buck knife across the top of the guitar, making open chords. And so when I was 8, he put me on that jamboree show, standing beside him, holding my guitar out, playing it with the knife blade, and I sang Your Cheating Heart. So from that point forward, I've been in everything from country bands to gospel bands to bluegrass bands. I'd say 3 or 4 years after that experience, I started getting paid for it. My inspiration for songwriting comes from everything. It's from conversations, from literature. I'm always jotting things down, jot them down in a notebook, and now you got an iPhone so you can jot down notes. So I say be careful, if you're in a conversation, if you don't want it to be a song, that's where I'm gleaming that from conversations or from people's experiences or from my experiences. A couple years ago, I thought I was getting stale, kind of at songwriting, so I went back and got a master's in English and there's nothing like being forced to read a novel a week to inspire you to do that. But for everybody, it's different. Some people write lyrics first, and they're lyricists. Some people write music first, because that's what they are kind of drawn to. There's no rhyme or reason with me. It just comes from an idea, and then the idea only takes you so far before you have to sit down and really give thought to, am I saying something that's just stupid? I'm always watching the crowd. It's the best seat in the house, to be up front playing. Particularly when you're playing like solo or with one other person, you get a chance to, survey what's going on, how people are reacting, if they're having a good time, and you can judge when it's time to try something new and see if people dig it or not. That's kind of what I'm always thinking when I'm playing is, what can I do to make these people who've been out hard working all day have a good time for a few minutes. I think, man, our North Delta culture to me that what makes us unique is like the bayous. The bayous that slink through cotton fields. And I grew up in Perryville and Sterlington on the bayou. I grew up in Washita Parish on the river, and people are always having a good time around the water. I think that people out in those cotton fields are working their behinds off. And when they get finished, the one thing they want to do is have a good time. I've got a new record coming out in August, putting finishing touches on it right now. It's going to be called Fat Man. My Fat Man. It comes from a Louis Armstrong quote. One time Louis Armstrong said about the music business, I might not ever be a rich man, but I'm always going to be a fat man. So that's the title song, title track. This one's an R&B record, got horns and big background singers and that kind of thing. So really looking forward to you hearing it.
My name is Margaret Jackson Moses. I own the Palette House in Monroe, and I'm an artist and I'm an interior designer. I started painting as a child. My sister and I would go over to my grandfather's studio, which was connected to their house in Houston, where he worked out of. We spent hours in there alongside him, painting and drawing. I said the two things that I wanted to do when I grew up were artist and interior designer. I think attending art openings as a child definitely made me lean towards wanting to do that for my profession and sparking my interest in artwork and design as well. I will say that interior design and artwork are very much the same in that the process is started with a blank canvas. You may begin your design process with one piece, which may be an artifact that was special in your family or that you found along your travels. So there's always somewhere to start with the interior design that you base the whole plan off of, as well as with a painting. I may have something in my mind that I saw somewhere which could have been something in nature, algae on a rock, and the way the colors played off one another. That inspired me to start the painting. It's interesting how they both go hand in hand. So as I start a painting, I start with a thought in mind of an object, a color combination, and for the majority of all paintings that I do, my technique is the canvas is laying on the floor. I use very fluid acrylics and I move the canvas. I pour, I then let dry. You have to walk away, let dry, add texture, add more color, a layer. Sometimes it goes where I want, sometimes it does not. Therefore, you let it dry and keep layering. But I do walk away from my paintings a lot. You have to walk away, step back, take it in a different room, look at it in different light. A lot of times it's a 10-layer process, and I guess I know I'm finished when I don't want to do anything else to it. I feel like the art culture in Monroe and Northeast Louisiana has grown tremendously over the past 10 years. I definitely think that the gallery crawls have opened up a door for new artists, for old artists, for any artist who wants to go put their work out there to be seen. It's something that we didn't have years ago. For people to have the opportunity to go out and see a wide variety, not just one artist at a time, is fabulous.
So my name's Alan Brockman. This is the North Delta Ramble, part of the Downtown Crawl. We're going to be bringing more to you. And without further ado, I present Mr. Monty Russell and Mr. General Patterson. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thinking that you broke my heart and left me. Get a cry, I will admit my pride is wounded. I won't lay down and die. I'm gonna roll my blues down the river until I reach that old sunset. And it won't take all day and the food complete. Drink down all my pity. Let's say live on Tongue. Let a Creole queen and rock my blues away. Give me Dixie in a bottle. Now open up my throat. Now forget you. Christmas anyway. Stand on it, General. Hey, I'm gonna throw me a big jazz funeral. Let it rest your memory. I got some old bones, play a bowling. Just stay close along with it. When we leave that cemetery, I'm gonna leave all your bad love behind. When we head back up to the quarter, we'll be swinging second line. Let's say live on Tongue. Let a Creole queen and rock my blues away. Give me Dixie in a bottle, and I'll open up my throat. Now forget you in the Christmas city way. Let's say live on Tongue. Let it Creole queen and rock my blues away. Give me Dixie in a bottle, and I'll open up my throat. Now forget you the Christmas city way. I'll forget you in the Christmas city way.
Underwriting for the North Delta Ramble, provided in part by Monroe, Louisiana-based CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And Monroe West Monroe Convention and Visitors Bureau. Shop on Antique Alley, eat at over 100 locally owned restaurants, discover museums, events, and more. Shop, eat, discover in Monroe, West Monroe.
In order to appreciate all that you got, you need to see the world through someone else's eyes. I chose Stan.
Name's Stan Lubin. People call me Stan. Moved down here to Monroe, Louisiana from Jersey a few years back. Something called me. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. The used commercial carpet business ain't all that good these days. But since I moved here, I found this place is incredible. You see, down here in North Louisiana, you got some of the best food in the country. Incredible artists all over the place. Combine it with water, good people who like to party, good music, and I think you got something. So I decided to start putting on these events to help make ends meet and bring all the local folks together and to celebrate what they got here. Because what they got is culture. What they got is real. I got an idea to bring people together. I'm gonna throw a party. I got the perfect spot in a barn on the banks of the Ouachita River. We're gonna have a Louisiana crouchon delay by the most famous local chef, Corey Barr. We're gonna have art hanging in the barn by the most talented painter in the region, Caroline Youngblood. And to top it all off, we got an amazing roots rock and roll horn band coming in hot all the way from Asheville, North Carolina, one of the hottest bands in that region by the name of Holy Ghost Tent Revival. I ain't never met these boys, but I'm gonna show them a good time. A Louisiana Saturday night done right here in the North Delta. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
You got the right state of mind. So tired of feeling lonely. Think I'll step outside. Don't got much money on me, but that won't bother me tonight. Go see my friends play. Tell them that I'm just fine. 'Cause I got the right state of mind.
You know the best thing about a houseboat is you don't have to mow the grass. This has always been home. The Lord blessed me with 80 acres to buy here. And a bunch of it's out in the water and out in the North 40. And when I moved here, there wasn't nothing. There wasn't a road. It looked just like the other side of the river. Patrick C!
He's supposed to go hunting. He stayed up late last night.
Wake up, Patrick! Any excitement on the river is always a lot of fun. You can take somebody that has a $3 million boat, and you can take somebody that's got a boat that barely floats, and they can park on side by side on the river and have a good time together. You know, which is, you don't see that culture mix. You do on this river. You know, it's the best kept secret.
I wasn't born with a wooden spoon in my hand, but I was always in the kitchen growing up. You know, I was raised by my grandparents, and we did everything around the table. You know, everything was in the kitchen and around the dinner table. So that's where it started for me. Louisiana is New Orleans to most people who aren't from Louisiana, but to me, Louisiana as a whole is an amazing state. You know, I mean, from every corner, every nook, every cranny, there's great local art. Great music, great food, in an environment which is going to be just plied with liquor a little bit, you know, a little bit loud, a little bit muddy, but it's going to be so real because you are bringing together all those things that make a culture great. You know, you look at any culture, it's based around its food, its music, and its people. And that's what makes Louisiana so vibrant, is its people. We built a grill out of cinder blocks and expanded metal and tin that we're really going to cook everything we're doing, from the sausage to the collard greens to the boudin to the grits, everything right there. And it's going to be real. You know, I mean, we're bringing it to people. We're not going to bring it in chafing dishes and set it out and go, hey, here's some food. We're going to show you what we've done. We're actually gonna cook it right there in front of you. Just another North Louisiana Saturday night's all this is gonna be. 300 people, enough booze for about 1,000. Hospitality and graciousness and having a damn party is a Southern thing.
The sun is burning up the ground. I feel like breaking. Suddenly fearing the sound of love.
It's really cool to have all of these elements to come together with the food and the music and the art. I think they all reinforce each other and they feed off each other. You know, the idea of having art in a place where it's just art and everybody is like really quiet and you know, you can't bring your food or drink in and you're just sitting there looking at art. I don't think people can really get a full experience of what the artist is trying to convey, or you really just don't get the full experience anyway. What's the point of going to see art and then going out to eat after that and then going to get a glass of wine after that and then going to see music after that? Why not combine them all together? I try to just shut everything out. That's the way I get the most done, is if I can just shut the outside world out. Usually I'll turn on some kind of music, but other times I can work in the silence and not even really notice. I've been super busy the past month, so my paintings almost have like this manic feeling about them, like they're really busy and really have like a lot of action and feelings like that. And then other times they're a lot slower and calmer and more meditative. So my new approach is to get a lot of different things started and then they all finish at their own time. And some of them will finish more quickly, some of them will take weeks or months or years. It usually takes a while of looking at them to know. That's why I like to move them around a lot. I just know it. I just know it when it's done.
It's going to be fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Look now, let's get you tonight only, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 2014 Push-On. It's going to be fantastic. We've got music by the Holy Ghost Hit Revival. We've got art by Caroline Young. A wonderful Push-On delay by Chef Corey Barr. Tell your boys, tell your girls, it's going to be wonderful. Come on down to the 2014 Push-On and tell them Stan sent you. Tonight only, ladies and gentlemen, the Holy Ghost Hit Revival, all the way in from North Carolina. It's going to be fantastic. We got a Push-On delay with Chef Corey Barr. We got a verse by Caroline Youngblood. It's going to be fantastic. Tonight, the 2014 Push-On. Hey, you. How you doing, baby? Tonight only, ladies and gentlemen, the Holy Ghost.
Holy hell.
Coming all the way in from North Carolina. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got food. We got booze. We got spirits. It's going to be fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight only. Hi, boys. What's up, man? Get in. How you doing, baby? Stan Rubin. How you doing, baby? Stan Rubin. Nice to meet you. Stan Rubin, baby. How you doing? Stan Rubin, man. Nice to meet you.
In the corner, not to be seen in the light. I get the notion we'd be making it all right. She's like that cocaine, gonna keep me up all night.
Whenever anybody asks us what kind of music we play, I always try to say, stick to the rock and roll. It's rock and roll in the 60s and 70s vein with horns. Horn parts. The horn part gets people, They're like, oh, that makes them become interested.
One of the reasons we can travel is that it kind of gives us a way to connect to people. Not on a personal level, like I want to know everything about you, but, you know, we get to party with strangers.
I live for it. It's very exciting and rejuvenating, and being able to, whether you can make eye contact with certain people in the audience or not, the fact that when you finish a song and people are cheering or happy, or you see them dancing during a song, I mean, that's the most addictive drug out there.
When I'm on stage, I guess I'm listening a lot. I'm listening to what everybody's doing, just really trying to be involved, and also watching the crowd, probably overanalyzing everybody's faces, seeing how they feel about what we're doing. But for that reason, it's very exciting to me.
I'm always trying to make sure I'm coming in at the right time, doing the exact right thing, putting an ear to the drums, and maybe see if I can't fit in with the drums to make everything cohesive.
I think it can be about one person's reaction in a crowd, whether there's 10 people there, 1,000 people there. And so that one person becomes your focal point for playing. Like, I don't even care if what everybody else is thinking at this point. It's all about how this person is perceiving what you're doing and dancing and enjoying it, you know? It can be about one person in the crowd, and that's enough to get you through the whole show.
Time to bring all the elements together. You see, in Louisiana, they got this thing they call the gumbo. And the gumbo is comprised of 3 main ingredients. They call it the Trinity. You got your onion, your celery, and your bell pepper. This party's gonna have its own Trinity: food, music, and art. We got over 300 people all coming together for a good time. We're gonna feed them, entertain them, warm them up with some campfires. We're gonna show them some magic on a North Louisiana Saturday night. And now, let's give a warm Louisiana welcome, ladies and gentlemen. From Asheville, North Carolina, these guys drove 12 hours to be with us here tonight. Let's give it up for the Holy Ghost Tent Revival.
I can't tell you how happy we are to be here, and what a fantastic day we've had. We were picked up on that crazy school bus with this song we're about to play for you, blasting and at the loudest volume I've ever heard anything. And a good friend of all of ours, Stanley, came out to meet us. Hope you have the pleasure of meeting him someday. Took us for a ride to lunch at Cotton, which is an amazing experience, thank you. And then we got to drive down on a pontoon boat down this river. So it's beautiful. We feel very welcome. Thank you for having us.
Don't got much money on me, but that won't bother me tonight. We'll go see my friends play, tell them that I'm just fine, 'cause I got the right state of mind. And I see you dancing there, I've been watching you all night. You're the kind of woman that keep me satisfied. Well, you tell me I'm crazy, but I say that's just fine. 'Cause you got the right state of mind. 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 We hung out in the corner, not to be seen in the light. But I get the notion we be making it alright. She's like that cocaine, wanna keep me up all night. We had a taxi, gonna go for a ride. Out in the backseat, wrapped up real tight. Well, I tell you I need you. You say that's just fine. 'Cause you got the right state of mind. Tell you from my heart, my baby, I've been moving too fast. I've been wanting loving lately that I know can last. I know sometimes it passes, but then again I know that it can't deliver. Love has been on my mind forever. You are so fine. You got the right state of mind.
right, you help us out now on this melody coming up. Here we go. So I'll sing it together. Let's see how you're doing. Sweet, sweet, you know me love, you know me love, you know me only sweet love, you know me love, you know me love, you know me sweet, 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 you know me love, you know me love, you know me sweet love. I try so hard, baby, to make you stay, but it's even harder, pushing me away. Thank you, Holy Ghost 10 Revival. Appreciate it.
I think we got something, bringing different folks together from all walks of life for a magical time with the Trinity combo of food, music, and art. That's the North Delta Ramble.
And when they ask you, who told you about it, tell them Stan sent you.
Got a new kind of living. I think I'll be more forgiving. Stop underestimating everything that I see. Got a new style of nightlife. I think I'll try to sleep. Not everyone around here has to agree with me. Got a new kind of lady. She's got a new kind of touch. Too many times I've been lifted. Too many times I've been dropped. I got a new kind of family. I got new worrying to do. Gotta let the growing up around me that everyone has gotta Got a new kind of talking. I got some words that need some truth. Got so many letters waiting to open up and read to you. I got a new style of listening. You got some things to make.
Underwriting for the North Delta Ramble, provided in part by Monroe, Louisiana-based CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And Monroe West Monroe Convention and Visitors Bureau. Shop on Antique Alley. Eat at over 100 locally owned restaurants. Discover museums, events, and more. Shop, eat, discover in Monroe West Monroe.
Guess we're all gonna go do the Ramble, man.
Food, music, and the art, this is what brings people together.
Smoked ribs, brisket, pork butt, you name it. This barn party's gonna be a blast.
You can feel it in the air already, man. The people from Monroe throw down.
A powerful feeling of connecting with an audience, like a catharsis.
I'm a rider on this highway. I'm a ship upon this sea. There's no end of open road that's rolling our way.
It's time to throw a party, ladies and gentlemen. The North Delta Ramble. We're gonna have a crawfish boil by local legend Larry Cormier. We're gonna have art hanging in the barn by New Orleans-based artist Emery Nolan, and live music from Roscoe Bandana from South Mississippi. It's gonna be fantastic. Saturday, April 11th from 7 to 11 p.m. at the River Bend Barn, a Louisiana Saturday night done right. The North Delta Ramble. North Louisiana, Monroe, Riverbend Barn. Time for a party. And I know just the right ingredients. Some incredible music, wonderful art, and a whole lot of crawfish. It's a perfect recipe for a Louisiana Saturday night done right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's party time.
Hey, it's Alan Brockman again with the North Delta Network, here with Rob Brewer at Flying Tiger Brewery, one of the owners here. Got an event coming up this weekend, Bulls in the Streets. He's got a handkerchief on. Rob, tell us about this event coming up this weekend.
Bulls in the Streets, very simply, is a themed fun run. It's a 1.1 mile fun run walk for the whole community.
What is the Bulls' involvement and where does that come from?
So this theme that I mentioned is inspired by the actual running of the bulls in Pamplona, Spain, but instead of risking your life being chased by bulls, you only risk being swatted on the rear end by one of our local Rose City Roller Derby girls. Those girls will be donning horns and roller skates and be armed with wiffle ball bats during the event.
So tell me, what is a fun run?
This is all for charity, so it's for fun. Some will walk, some will jog, some will casually stroll, some may even have a baby with a carriage. Again, it's just for fun.
And the route, is there a website or somewhere someone can find out about the route?
Right, so that 1 mile loop is in this downtown area, but we do have a map of it available on the website. You can go to bullsinthestreets.org and see that map there as well.
All right, so it sounds like a lot of fun. What else is going to be at the event outside of the run?
There's going to be live music set up outside. There'll be live music inside the brewery. There'll be live music on the other side of the block over here. There'll be a number of food trucks. There'll be vendors. There'll be, it's family friendly. There'll be face painters for kids. There'll be one of the jumpy things for kids to get into. So there's something for the whole family to do. Following that race, it's essentially going to turn into a block party here in this location.
So if folks aren't running, what can folks do if they're just coming out to kind of watch the event?
So there's plenty they can do. They can cheer on the runners and the participants. They can laugh and be silly. They'll probably be eating food from one of these food trucks, perhaps drinking a Flying Tiger beer because the city has suspended the open alcohol container for this block surrounding that, which again leads into that block party following. But they can do all sorts of things out here.
Tell me about how folks get engaged. When is the registration time and the time of the run?
Yes, so the event is this Saturday, June 24th. We'll start doing registration at 11 a.m. The race will start at noon sharp. You can, however, go online and pre-register and pay ahead of time. It's only $5, and that includes the neckerchief that is intended to be worn during the event. And then show up that morning. There'll be an express lane. You can sign the waiver and receive your neckerchief.
All right, thanks, Rob. Again, that's this Saturday, folks, 11 a.m. Come register up here at Flying Tiger, noon. Go run for 1.1 miles with the Bulls, and they're going to have a block party party after the fact. It's $5. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, Rob, for putting on some fun stuff. And again, I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and we will be bringing you more fun stuff to come down the road. Thanks for tuning in.
What up? Yours truly, DJ Starlay. You know, Sunday Fun Day, Unity in the Community, going down this Sunday. Listen, this Sunday in Forsyth Park from 3 to 6. You see what I'm at. Just come on out here, man. We're going to have jumpers for the kids. Food, hey, listen, it's alcohol free, but for 5 minutes we'll watch your kids so you can breathe and not have to worry about their drink. So come on out, man. I'll be live on the 1 or 2s along with the bro, Grave Digger. Make sure you come out. We got jumpers, food, you name it, we got it. All right, come on out and see us 3 to 6, Forsyth Park this Sunday.
Yo, what's up? It's John with the Grave Digger. Listen, join us this Sunday right here at Forsyth Park from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for Unity in the Community. That's right, we're raising funds for the Sears Street Shelter. Listen, this event is absolutely free, but we're gonna need you to bring a little bit of extra cash for the Sears Street Shelter. And if you can't make it, go ahead and hit this link right here. Yeah, look it up, and we got you, okay? That's this Sunday at Forsyth Park, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Don't miss it. It's FREE, free.
This is Rob with Flying Tiger Brewery, and I want to tell you about a great event we have this Wednesday night. It's a rally for Bulls in the Streets, where it's going to answer all your burning questions, like what is this event? Well, let me tell you this. Do you like derby girls? Do you like derby girls with wiffle ball bats? And do you like derby girls with wiffle ball bats who drink beer? Then you need to be here Wednesday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have live music, food, derby girls, and we're going to be answering all your burning questions about Bulls in the Streets. Come sign up, come be here. It's all about fun. It won't be the same without you. 5 o'clock Wednesday, be here.
Let's get ready to ramble. Thursday, August 3rd in downtown Monroe with the 10th anniversary of the Gallery Crawl. Art by Margaret Moses, food by Galen Iverstein, and music by Monty Russell. Thursday, August 3rd, food, music, and art. Bring the family and let's have some fun.
All right, Sunday Fun Day. Don't forget, this Sunday is going out at Bernstein Park. All right, from 3 to 6, Unity in the Community. We're doing it for the Desire Street Shelter. Listen, it's family fun and it's free. So come on out, man. We got food, we got drinks, and me and Grave are babysitting 5 minutes apiece in between our DJ sets. So make sure you come on out and have some fun with us. All right, we're going to be at Bernstein Park from 3 to 6. We're calling out the entire community. Churches, businesses, no matter what you do or what you say, come see us. 3 to 6, Bernstein Park, Sunday Fun Day. Be there.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the North Delta Network. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're starting a vlog. And it's got me here. I'm Houston Bass. I'm usually the one behind the camera. And then we got, as always, our trusty Alan Brockman here.
Coffee, and this is vlog. I'm learning.
So he just gets to drink coffee. I get to hold the camera.
These millennials, I tell you.
So today we're doing something different. We are going to take a little trip down to Oak Grove to visit a man by the name of Adam Holland to check out the Fisk Theater. Never been there. Always wanted to go. Alan, have you ever been to the Fisk Theater?
No, this is your inspiration, so we're going. But I think he's the mayor of Oak Grove.
Is he really?
So I think he's
it would be weird if you were wrong about that.
Okay.
We'll find out. This is going to be a fun adventure, so might make a couple of pit stops, do some cool things. So come along and let's have a good day. Boom. Okay, here we are. In the car, going to Oak Grove, and the camera got to focus. Come on, camera, get your act together.
All right, man. So this is your idea. You like I said
we need to get some content going. It's time to get some fresh stuff. Let's do something different. And you said Fist Theater, so now we're going to the Fist Theater to meet the guy who owns it. Now tell me about this. Tell me about this place.
Yeah. So what I really want to do is start telling some more art stories, some really underground cultural things that make Northeast Louisiana like really, really interesting, right? And not a lot of people know about the Fist Theater, which, from my understanding, is one of the oldest theaters in Louisiana, I think. And they do one showing a week. The new movie of the week comes out, and they do one showing through the weekend. So I'm interested to see at the Fist Theater, maybe if they got some like old school theater equipment or something like before it was renovated for digital.
I think Houston has ulterior motives in it, because I think the first time I met this guy, he's got an idea to open up an old theater in Monroe. So I think he's going to go try to get.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk to some people.
I'm gonna enjoy my coffee.
Yeah. And here we are, Fisk Theater. We're here to meet Mayor Adam Holland of Oak Grove, and he actually runs this theater. A mayor running a theater, it's kind of awesome. And I mean, we're gonna go hear the story and find out like what makes this place awesome. Right?
And how Houston can open up his own theater.
One day, shh, not yet.
Thanks, sir.
Boom, yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the Fisk.
Yes, sir.
We're at the Fisk Theater, Oak Grove, Louisiana. We are the oldest and longest operating movie theater in North Louisiana. The facility you're in right now was constructed in 1950.
That's awesome.
And when we were constructed, we won an Oscar for being the most modern and well-equipped theater that opened in the year 1950.
That's an Oscar?
That's like the Oscar.
Yes.
That's the coolest thing ever. Hi. Yeah. So sorry for the interruption. We are no longer at the Fisk Theater. We're in my dining room right now, and there's a reason why. I did a terrible job kind of giving a daily story in a way for the Fisk Theater because it was amazing. I got caught up in the story, got caught up in Adam telling us about the history of the place. And so for the next few shots, they're going to be montage shots of cool things we saw at the theater. Don't worry, we're going to bring you something better later on. Keep watching. I'll see you back at the end.
All the employees over the years, dating back to some of the earliest we found, were in the 60s. 1963, David Simmons, Mike Austin, and we've let the new employees pick that same tradition back up and writing their name on the wall here in the letter room.
No. Yeah, okay.
Wow, look at these buttons, man.
Dude, this is your worst nightmare. You're in a glass case of emotion. Hey, so thanks for staying till the end. Once again, these are gonna get better. This is the first one. Vlogging ain't easy, y'all. Especially whenever you gotta hold a camera and tell a story and all these kind of things. But we wanna be better. We wanna bring you better content. And so we wanna bring you some bite-sized pieces. And we're gonna come back to the Fisk Theater and do a really cool art piece on them and more of a cinematic history and really just let that place shine. And so if you like this video, give us a like the Facebook page, share it with your friends, go to the Fisk Theater, go to Oak Grove. They're gonna be showing holiday films and regular films and all kinds of things. And say hi to Adam when you're there, he's a cool guy. Stay tuned, more to come on the North Delta Network. Maybe you'll see a little bit more of me, maybe you'll see a little bit more of Adam, maybe you don't wanna see me at all, it doesn't matter. Stay tuned to the North Delta Network. We're gonna be bringing you funky, cool, fun, art, food, anything. Enjoy your day, people. We'll see you soon. Peace.
The Downtown Gallery Crawl turns 10 this year, and we are so excited to look back at where we've come from, just starting with such a small group of people like Brad, Alan, Edmund, and some others, and just really watching that creative community grow and expand across both sides of the river into Monroe and West Monroe. We can't wait to see how we continue to grow. We can't wait to see the opportunities that we continue to afford our artists and our artist community.
Ellen was like, I lived in Charlotte. They did this art crawl walk thing in spring and fall.
But this guy knew the artist, he was the artist, and he was opening up his studio. So it's perfect time.
So with the success of the open house, the sponsor party, and Edmund's Gallery that first night, we decided to turn it into a bi-monthly thing.
It was to get people off the couch, to get downtown and to have some fun and to get out and to do something different.
Well, once we saw that it was starting to build and it could actually be a thing, then we started to seek sponsorships. The North Louisiana Arts Council was one of our first sponsors. Yeah. And Tommy Ustry was huge in helping us form our 501c3, and so we can accept the sponsorships, so we can create the board, so we can create the bylaws, so we can actually make this thing have longevity. So in 2010, we got together, several of us downtown, and really pushed to get our street renamed because they had closed off 2nd Street at the railroad track. So it basically made an alley. At that time, there wasn't a lot going on down here, so we really pushed to get it named Art Alley. And I'm proud to say that it worked out.
And Edmund Williamson was such a character. He was a colorful character. He was a blast to be around.
Yeah, we're going to dedicate this this year to Edmund Williamson and his enormous talent. Without him, I wouldn't be an artist. I wouldn't have a gallery. He was an inspiration for me.
And I think without him, he was the original seed that was at Bill's Place, which led you to find Bill's Place. So, Edmund was the one down in the trenches.
None of this could have happened without Bill Wyrick.
Yep, Bill was a good one.
He's our landlord at the 131 Art Alley. 6 of the 9 galleries that are currently in the gallery crawl come from that one building. He enabled this to happen. He supported it from the very beginning, and we got to give proper thanks to him. The big thing is, for artists, they needed a venue to show their work. We had just a few places at that time. We had an abundance of artists though. So opening up galleries, doing an art crawl every 2 months, enabled those artists to get out there and be seen. This has always been West Monroe. We were the first organization, to our knowledge, that really pushed for that. Before that, it seemed like no one wanted to work with each other. We didn't get that, okay? That wasn't the kind of organization we had or wanted. So we pushed to get Washita River Art Gallery in there. We pushed to get the Antique Alley Merchants Association to work with us so we could continue to unite the cities.
I think the coolest thing we've done is that Northeast Louisiana has always had a culture. We were just able kind of to tap into it and give folks something to come out to and to celebrate that with.
I don't know, it's fun. It's what you make it. And you got guys like Brad and the folks that get up and do it, and then you got people who come down here.
A lot of people think that they might have to move away to be part of a vibrant culture, but you don't have to move away. You just have to come downtown, either to Monroe or to West Monroe. So check us out. If you're looking to get involved, there's always room for more. If you've never been to a crawl and you want to come crawl with us, we're on the first Thursday of every other month. So you're looking at August, October, December, February, April, and June, and we run from 5 to 9 p.m.
Hi, I'm Chris Spires with Pelican State Clothing. I've been involved with the River Market since it opened in 2012. Downtown River Market is a great place to start your business. The cost is very efficient, and with the River Market's cost being so minimal, it was very helpful in me getting my exposure I needed. As a vendor, I really like the River Market because it brings a large variety of events and tons of different people to come and join. It allows us to expose our product at very minimal cost. I don't think I could have afforded the exposure that I needed to get where I am now. With the River Market's exposure, it helped me grow my business to a kiosk in Pecanland Mall, and now we have a 1,500 square foot store in Pecanland Mall.
My name is Cindy Smith, and I'm with Dusty & Company, and we've been with the River Market since its inception in 2012. We had done some craft shows and some other things at the convention center to get our name out there, but the River Market was really our launch pad. It was the place that we got to build our customer base, and it wasn't long after that, people were asking, where's your store? The River Market is a perfect place to start. If you have an idea, take it on and go for it, because the overhead is very low and you're able to get out there and get the opinions of others about your business and what you're doing. Well, everyone has a dream, and I believe that the River Market is a way to get that out there.
I'm Sarah Lee with M&K House. I've been with the River Market for 4 years. We got our start at River Market. Without River Market, we wouldn't be a company. Now we travel and we do some shows that are outside our area, but still River Market built our home base. It built the customers that come time and time again. I really do feel like the biggest part of River Market is that you can springboard a business. You can learn the ropes. You have vendors that'll help you out and tell you about different things that you need and don't need to do. You'll learn what works with customers. You'll learn what doesn't. You'll learn what works with your setup. You'll learn what works with your display. And quite frankly, you'll learn what works with your product.
The River Market is an awesome place to spend a Saturday. Sometimes we have runway shows. They have food vendors. We have dancing sometimes in the street. We've got bands. You name it, they have it all. And it is so much fun. You know, I've heard people say that Monroe has nothing to offer in the way of entertainment. I got you on that one. Just come on down and have a good time.
Hey, look, whether you're a vendor or a consumer, either way, come out and join us at the River Market. It's a great time, and we'd love to see you there.
You can make local friends. You can shop local, which is important. You'll find the farmers market, the artisan market. We're promoting handmade and healthy this year. You need to come out and check it out. It'll be a great, great event.
Hey guys, Alan Brotman with the North Delta Network. I'm here with Kevin Caston, and we are on the rooftop of the Vantage State Building, which is incredible what they've done down here, and thankful for letting us shoot. But we're here to talk about fireworks in downtown Monroe. Yes. So December 2nd, Saturday, December 2nd. Tell me what you got going on, Kevin.
Saturday, December 2nd, okay. Starting at 7 p.m. sharp. It'll be the Origin Bank Christmas fireworks.
Right.
We're going to shoot them downtown off the Ingham Bridge like we always do.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. sharp. So the best viewed from downtown on the River Market or across the river on the levee.
Okay.
It's family friendly. So
right.
Bring the kids, of course, and I think the weather's going to be kind of cool, which will be good for fireworks.
Well, perfect. Yeah. So Saturday, December 2nd, 7 p.m. sharp, the Origin Bank fireworks. Come out downtown. You can watch it from the River Market, downtown Monroe, or if you go across the levee to West Monroe and get out on the levee, bring blankets, lawn chairs. But there's a lot of other stuff people can do downtown tonight. I know the Children's Museum's going to be open. They got a lot of stuff going on down there with Santa and lots of things going on. So go check that out. But you guys at Monroe Renaissance are doing something else.
Yes, we're also having it's called a Winter Wonderland, a Christmas card competition. It's sponsored by the West Monroe CVB. And area schools, there are about 20 schools, and the Children's Museum are participating, and they are designing and implementing and installing Christmas cards along Desire Street.
Okay.
And it will be a judged competition, so there's some prize money involved for the winning schools, first, second, and third place.
So that's starting the same night as the fireworks?
That's starting the same night as the fireworks. It's going to be viewing, probably can come down and view them a little bit before, maybe just after the fireworks. Okay. Walk down and look at all the schools, and everything will be displayed there for easy viewing. It's outdoors, have your picture made with it if you know someone from the school. That'll be fun for the kids.
All right, so it's Saturday, December 2nd, downtown Monroe. You can go over to West Monroe and also watch the fireworks, but downtown Monroe
Monroe's got a lot going on that night.
Yes.
The Christmas card display competition you
Yes.
can see on DeSeard Street. And they also got a lot of lights covering DeSeard Street now. It's really nice. And
Yes, they're already on. They're already turned on.
They're on, so you get the Christmas spirit. Come check that out.
Yes.
Check the Christmas cards out. Get ready. Get your seats for 7 p.m. Run by the Children's Museum. Support all these local restaurants downtown Monroe, West Monroe, and just come out and have a good time with your family. That's Saturday, December 2nd, 7 p.m. The fireworks start. Thank you, Kevin, for
Thanks,
everything.
Alan.
And thank you, Vantage, for letting us shoot from this rooftop. And it's really cool what they've done here with the old state building. So check it out if you can. I'm
Yes.
Alan Brotman with the North Delta Network, and we'll see you here. Hey guys, it's Alan Brotman with the North Delta Network. It's been a while. Spring is in the air. I've got Adams Rogers here with me, president of the Alumni Association here at ULM. And they've got an annual event coming up this spring. It's Thursday, April 5th, and I want to get the word out about it. But tell them, what is this event coming on Thursday, April 5th? Y'all do each year here.
It's Wine Over Water, Alan. It's a great event. This is year number 13 for us. It's run out of the Ouachita Parish chapter of the Alumni Association, and it's a great time.
So Wine Over Water, it's on the bayou here, which is kind of common with the theme. What's the new theme here?
The new theme is the best is on the bayou.
Best is on the
And this
bayou.
is a great way to display that for the community and raise some great money for some scholarships for our students here in Ouachita and surrounding parishes.
So it's literally one of the best events here in Monroe because you shut down the bridge. The bridge becomes essentially a block party.
Yeah.
And you've got, like, how many vendors that come out?
Over 30 food vendors, and we have the wine sponsored by Glazer. You have Marcella doing the beer. It's just a great food and beverage event, but the weather is fantastic. The setting's amazing.
And you get boat rides with it too.
Absolutely.
So
B&L Marine actually sets up pontoons right there on the other side.
So you party barge, cruising around, sunset, Thursday, April
Thursday.
5th.
Correct.
Tickets are $60, but that includes
everything.
All your wine, all your beer, your 30 restaurants food. And then the money is a fundraiser for a scholarship.
That's right. Spirit of the Warhawk is the foundation, the scholarship foundation that's set up. And again, it goes to students that come to school here in Ouachita and surrounding parishes.
So sponsor parties, 6 to 7:30. If you want to pay a little premium, you get to go up on the balcony up there at the library. They're going to have a jazz band playing, and then the big band playing on the bridge. So you got music.
Yep.
Food.
Yep. Yeah, Flashback 5 supposed to be a great band. They're going to come entertain, do the music thing. It's going to be fantastic.
Fantastic. And if it's raining,
Yeah, okay.
heaven forbid, but it's still happening.
It happens, and it happens right over at Fant Ewing Coliseum. We call it Wine Over Wood, but it's still a great time, and we ask everybody to come out, support not only a great event, have a great time, see friends, be in the community, but also support some great students in our area through the Spirit of the Warhawk Foundation.
So share this, get it out. Wine Over Water, Thursday, April 5th, 7 to 10 p.m. Get your tickets below. Adams, thanks so much for what you do for this university and everybody. I'm Alan Brotman with the North Delta Network. Please share and get the word out. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Larissa Bonaquisti, Miss Louisiana, and I'm here with Lucky and Lucy, and we're here to talk about the fundraiser coming up for the American Cancer Society. Yeah! It's coming up on Thursday, October 26th, and it's taking place at Landry Vineyards, and we are here with the event organizer, Miss Nikki Frank, as well as Miss Ellie from TLC's Rattled.
Hi, Miss Nikki. You look lovely today.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Absolutely. We're having our second annual Celebrity Waiter event out here at the lovely Lanyard Vineyards, and it's going to be October 26th at 6 p.m., and it's titled Picnic with the Stars. So we have lots of local celebrities that will be here waiting on tables and doing tasks and different games for tips that'll be donated back to the American Cancer Society. We'll have some great Louisiana-themed cuisine from Creative Cuisine. Of course, Landry's wines, which we can't wait to taste those. Josh Madden will be providing the music and entertainment, and Allie and Josh will be here to give our special guest speakers for the night. So we're really excited about it. It's our second annual one. It'll be the biggest that we've had yet, and we're looking forward to raising a lot of money for the American Cancer Society.
So where do all the proceeds go?
Well, the proceeds from events like these go to the American Cancer Society. They help us with research, and they fund programs that help people in communities like ours. Last year alone, we were able to provide over 2,000 resources to cancer patients right here in our own community.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Well, Miss Ellie, I know you also have a personal connection to American Cancer Society, so can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, well, I'm actually a breast cancer survivor, and through my breast cancer treatment, I was told that I couldn't have children. And so after my treatment was over, we ended up adopting our first daughter, Genevieve. And then after she was born, 9 months later, we got the surprise of our lives when we found out that I was miraculously pregnant. And then after that, about a month later, we got a phone call from the birth mother from our first daughter saying that she was pregnant again, and she asked if we would adopt that baby as well. So now we have 3 baby girls.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible. Yeah, and so I know that that's obviously an incredible story. So how has your experience with the cancer and everything impacted you?
Well, it's impacted me in every part of my life, and this is why we're here supporting ACS. The American Cancer Society did so many things for my family, and it is our desire, and we feel such a responsibility to give back and raise funds for people who are going through cancer, and like Nikki said, really just to try to figure out ways to prevent it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, well, Larissa, I know you have a personal connection as well. Well, yes, Lucy. Actually, a little over a year ago, my grandmother was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. She actually passed away March 22nd of this year after about a 7-month battle with it. And it was one of the most eye-opening and heartbreaking experiences of my life, but it put a fire in me, a fight that I want to put an end to pancreatic cancer in any way possible, and that starts with fundraising and awareness, just like this event. And, you know, yes, we may not be able to find a perfect cure for all cancer, but finding a way to diagnose it early enough that we can put an end to not only this silent killer, but all others is my goal, as, you know, because of my grandmother and because of her fight, and that lives on in me. So I'm really excited about this event and being a part of it.
So for more information on the event, you can go to our Facebook page. It's Ouachita Parish Relay for Life, or you can contact me at my email address, which is nikki.frank@cancer.org.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you both for all of your help as well. Yes, we're very happy to be here, and we're so excited about this event. Yeah, I definitely want to go. Yes, and I'm just excited about all the work that you guys have done in the American Cancer Society for Northeast Louisiana, and we hope you can come out and join us. Yeah, join us October 26th.
Hey guys, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network. I'm here at Neville High School. The tradition continues with Coach Gary Roberts, and they got a fundraiser this weekend. It's the Neville Tiger Bash. It's going to be this Saturday. So Coach Rob, tell me what you guys got going on this Saturday, if you will.
Well, we're going to have the Neville Tiger football auction. This is the 3rd year. We're going to have it at the Monroe Civic Center. It'll be from 6 to 11 Saturday, and this is, like I said, we've had a lot of success the first 2 years, and we're hoping that this one is going to be even bigger and better.
Okay. So tickets are $50 a ticket, $600 for a table. How many seats does that get you?
8.
8?
All right.
And then corporate sponsorships
are $1,500,
okay.
and but that also includes advertisement at the football games, the package on the video board, and on the sideline. So, plus you get your tickets.
So a big party. Y'all are going to be having food. Portico is
Portico's going to cater. They catered it the last couple of years and did a great job. But it'll be all the food and drink you can eat, and
a lot of auction items.
A lot of silent auction items. I think there are probably over 30 silent auction items and 25 maybe live auction.
Okay.
But it'll be a lot of fun. There's a little bit for everyone. There's things for the kids, for the ladies. A lot of trips for men, from condos to hunting, fishing trips, tailgating parties, crawfish boils.
Perfect.
So there's a little bit for everybody.
So that's this Saturday from 6 to 11, Monroe Civic Center. Call here, the school, for ticket information, sponsorship. The number here at the school?
318-323-2237.
And ask for the Tiger Bash. And come out. Coach Rob, appreciate it. Good seeing you.
Good to see you. Thank you very much.
Hope to be back and tell you, show more stuff to these folks. So
absolutely.
Share, help get the word out, and help them out here at Neville and help keep the tradition going here. I'm Alan Broughton with the North Delta Network, and I hope to see you again.
Hey, Brooke Morgan with North Delta Network. I'm here at ULM's water ski facility, and we're about to have a conversation with Nick McDonald, who organized the Wakeboard Invitational that's happening here this weekend. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Brooke.
What's up?
Not a whole lot. Getting ready for this wakeboard competition.
Yeah, so tell me about that. What's going on this weekend?
So we got the Collegiate Wakeboard Invitational going on this weekend. It's a 3-day tournament. It's got 17 teams from around the country, like Florida State, Michigan State, Ohio State, Central Washington, Arizona State. And we're going to have the ULM wakeboard team out here competing and hoping they're going to get their national championship this year.
So for the crowd and everyone else, what are they going to be able to do whenever all the wakeboarding is going on?
So we've got a lot of stuff up on the land. We've got our live webcast is going to be going on. It's going to be going out to all the public across the country. We're going to have a big Jumbotron. So if you can't see the action on the water, you can check out that Jumbotron and get a close-up view. But also we've got food vendors. We've got Dave's Fat Burger, Kona Ice, Bootlegger's going to be out slinging some drinks. We've got a slip and slide from Kepper Dirt and Contracting. And we're going to have H2Go paddles out here doing paddleboard demos. So you can come out here and jump on one of those and stay on the inside of the course and catch the action from the water.
So where's everyone going to be hanging out all day?
So we're going to have everybody set up in Heritage Park overlooking the site. We've got bleachers, so you just bring some towels and some lawn chairs, or you can hang out in the bleachers and watch everything from there.
So do you need money for anything?
Just unless you want food or anything like that. It's going to be free admission, but you got to pay for your food and drinks out here on the site.
What days, what times, when should everybody show up?
So riding's going to start on Friday at 8:30 in the morning. We're going to run to 6:45 that evening, depending on the weather. We're also going to start back up on Saturday with our semifinals and some of our finals in some of the divisions. That's going to go from 9:30 in the morning to about 5:30 in the afternoon. And then all the semifinals and finals for the higher divisions like men's A and women's A are going to go on Sunday from 9:30 to 4 o'clock.
So Nick, just one more time. Everyone can come out here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day, watch all of these awesome athletes compete wakeboarding, enjoy some food, some music, and fun all day long.
You got it.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. I'm Brooke Morgan with North Delta Network. Thanks, Nick, for coming out.
No problem.
We hope to see you this weekend.
Hey y'all, I'm Corey Barr, and I'm here to tell you all about the 3rd annual North Delta Food and Wine Festival going down October 13th through the 15th. I'm also here with 2 of our outstanding chefs from Monroe, Chris McKnight and Blake Phillips. They're going to tell us all about what's going on each one of those nights and days. Blake, what do we got going on Friday?
Well, Friday night is the big event. It's our West Monroe Convention Center. We're going to have 30 chefs from all over Louisiana and Mississippi. A lot of small plates, lots of wine, beer. There'll be live jazz music, as well as, not to mention, the after party. You can go with all the chefs there to SQ's for the after party after.
So Friday night's the night. It's going down. $50 gets you 30 chefs from all over the South, great wine, great beer, and the after party at SQ's if you didn't get enough fun there. Chris, what about Saturday?
Man, not to mention the party continues all weekend. Saturday, we're closing the Endham Bridge. We're having brew on the bridge. It's going to be live music, food trucks, art, just a great time. You want to come out there and sample the great food. And don't forget that night, there's a couple of restaurants in town doing an exclusive chef's dinner, and you don't want to miss it because we got a really, really good thing lined up for you guys. really good thing.
Awesome. So Saturday, shutting down the bridge. Again, great food, chefs from all over. Not to mention those progressive tasting menus going down all over town. One of the most important things is telling people where to get these tickets for these amazing events. Blake, where do we get our tickets?
Right, you can go to www.northdeltafoodandwinefestival.com and check out all the weekend's events as well as get tickets.
I don't know about you, Chris, but you better tell them they better run to grab those tickets right now.
You better run, not walk. It's going to be an event you don't want to miss, because if you do, it's your own fault. I'm telling you, all these chefs from all around the South, you're going to miss that food. That's going to be your own fault, guys.
Okay, so guys, again, Friday night, $50 buys you some of the best chefs from around the South, wine that you wouldn't believe, some of the best local brews, and not to mention that after party at Eskews. So if you didn't get enough fun at the West Monroe Convention Center, come on over to Eskews and check out the Chef's After Party. I'm Chef Corey Barr, and I hope to see you all out October 13th through the 15th to support our local arts council, our chefs from all over the South. Come out, enjoy, and have a great time.
Hey, it's Alan Brockman again with the North Delta Network, and we're here on top of Melody Olson's beautiful Riverscape condominiums in Monroe, West Monroe. I've got Kevin Caston with CenturyLink here with me. He's also part of the Monroe Renaissance Group, and they've got the CenturyLink Star Spangled Spectacular fireworks display this weekend. So, Kevin, if you can, tell me a little bit about this event.
Absolutely. It's 9 p.m. Saturday night on the Endham Bridge, downtown Monroe, West Monroe, between the two cities. Fireworks will be at 9 p.m. sharp.
9 p.m. sharp.
9 p.m.
So,
sharp.
so for people not from Monroe or this area, or people new to town, where's a good viewing place for people for the fireworks?
Pretty much anywhere in the downtown Monroe or West Monroe area. There are a few restaurants down here that have good viewing. Traps has good viewing, Cotton, SQs, as well as the levee, the streets, and sidewalks actually. And the Riverwalk, which is the River Market, has a really great viewing, and it'll be available for the public to use as well.
So perfect. You got the Riverwalk, you got all the restaurants down here, you got the levee over there. What about tips for people who've never come to this that you could tell them, you know, what to bring out here to the event?
Be a good idea to have a blanket if you want to sit on the levee or on the ground. Some chairs maybe, some fun things to do for the kids maybe. Have some drinks and some snacks. A lot of times kids like to play ball and things like that before the show. And some mosquito spray is always a good idea.
So again, that's Saturday night, 9 p.m. sharp.
9 p.m. sharp.
Okay, the CenturyLink Star Spangled Spectacular.
Absolutely.
Down here in Monroe, here at the Endham Bridge. Beautiful view. Bring the kids, bring the family, bring people who hadn't been to town. And Kevin, Monroe Renaissance and CenturyLink, thank y'all for the fun stuff you do for our town. I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and we'll keep you tuned in for more fun stuff to do around here. So have a great week, and hope to see you this weekend. Hey guys, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network. I'm here with
Rob Brewer from Flying Tiger.
As well as
I'm Stephen Jester, a home brewer.
And we're here to talk about Brewfest. Y'all come out, it's Saturday, June 2nd, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Origin Bank Riverwalk. And you're a home brewer, right? So you're going to be bringing out your own batches out there.
Absolutely.
And so there's going to be wine from Landry's Vineyards, lots of beer from over 200 beer products, lots of vendors. So come on out and purchase your tickets below in advance because they always sell out. Cheers. Saturday, June 2nd.
Food trucks, entertainment.
Food trucks, live music. Come out, get your tickets below. See you there.
When I go
Kelsey. I'm standing in downtown right now, and I'm so excited to invite you to our December the 7th Downtown Gallery Crawl. Our December 7th Downtown Gallery Crawl is the third installment in our 10-year celebration. It's also in the middle of Shop Local Artist Week for Louisiana, so you definitely want to make sure that you come crawl with us and take a piece home for yourself or for somebody on your Christmas list. And we want y'all to remember, the gallery crawl is always free, always fun, it's always family friendly, and it's definitely about fine art.
Hey guys, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network here with Dustin Underwood, Live Oak, and we're here to invite you to Downtown River Jam in May. Tell them the dates, tell them what we got going on.
May 3rd, we have Josh Madden with a tribute to Elton John over at Bry Park.
So live music, kid friendly.
All ages.
So Thursday, May 3rd, come out to the Downtown River Jam with Dustin and company and enjoy some live music, compliments of the Downtown River
It
Jam.
starts at 6 p.m.
And I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and we hope to see you there.
Downtown, where the skyline's painted with songs of one heartbeat. Downtown, where the river floods with the love that runs so deep. Downtown, a place for laughter and love and company. Downtown Monroe is where you wanna be.
Hey everybody, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network. I'm here with some of the busiest promoters in town talking about two events happening this weekend. We got Gravedigger from the Beat, we got Dustin, Adam from Live Oak. Gravedigger, briefly tell me what's going on this weekend.
Celebrating 20 years of me being a DJ at 100.1 The Beat.
Okay, 20 years this Saturday. And what do you guys got going on at Live Oak?
This Saturday, July 15th, we have country music star Pat Green with support from Cody Cook and local favorite Stephen Paul.
All right, perfect. Two good events. So what's going on at y'all's? What's going on for the 20th anniversary at the Civic Center?
Well, I got two live DJs. I got DJ Jigga JT and also DJ Star gonna be DJing.
Okay.
It's a 25 and up event.
All right.
We got a cash bar set up. You can buy bottles of alcohol as well from the bar.
Perfect.
And we got VIP tables set up. We'll have souvenirs for people in VIP.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about the bands coming through. Tell me about Pat Green.
Pat Green's actually a Texas country music star from Texas, San Antonio actually. He's coming through full band. He's got a huge following. He's had several #1 hits, so it's gonna be a great show.
Okay, and the opening acts?
Opening acts, I got Cody Cook from Shreveport. He'll be driving in full band. And then I've got Stephen Paul. He's local, but he lives in Nashville now.
All right.
Singer-songwriter, gonna be a great show.
So two great events going on this weekend. Tell me where people go to get tickets.
Eventbrite.com, or they can actually give me a call, 318 599-9802, and I'll tell you where you can go get them.
Okay, eventbrite.com or give you a call. And you guys, where to go? People go get tickets for this Saturday.
You can get them at outhousetickets.com, or you can get them at the venue during hours of operation, which is Wednesday through Saturday, 8 to 2.
All right, so you heard it. We got 2 great events going on this weekend. Live Oak, Pat Green, tickets $25 in advance or $30 at the door. And we got Gray's Party at Civic Center, 20 years at the beat, $15. Give them a call or looking at Eventbrite. I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, trying to bring you the word on all things fun and funky. Guys, I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming. Tell folks about what we're doing, and we'll be keeping you posted on more good stuff going on in this area down the road. Thanks. Hey guys, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network. I'm here with Larry Cormier at Cormier's, and he's in the middle of turkey season, so we're gonna do a walkthrough with him and get a tour of the place and see his process of frying and smoking and doing what he's doing. So this, you're a veteran of this. This ain't no new thing for you. Tell us
It's been about 30 years since I first started Cormier's, and been frying turkeys, smoking turkeys ever since we started.
And
it's gotten bigger and bigger every year, but got to where we had to tone it to a certain extent to make sure we could get it all done right time.
But you're not frying turkeys all year long. You start.
No, just at the holidays.
It's the holidays, and you're kind of at capacity right now, right?
Yeah, and that's my own choosing. I just decide to do a certain amount of them, and then when we book that, I just shut off the booking.
And what time of the year do folks need to start calling you guys to get the turkey?
The earlier the better. I mean, it's just like Christmas, they need to start the 1st of December, because we're not open on Christmas morning, we're open on Thanksgiving morning. And people want to get them in, get their order in early.
So how many turkeys you cooking this year?
Total for Christmas and Thanksgiving, it'll be right at 1,100.
Okay. 1,100 for the 2 holidays,
Yeah.
about 700 for Thanksgiving?
700 and 500.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about the process one more time, if you don't mind. You guys, I saw the guys back there.
Well, we get them in frozen, and we let them defrost in these big coolers we got. And then we take them out and we wash them real good, and then we shoot them up and put them back into the cooler. Don't let them stay out very long. They stay, 40 degrees or less the whole time we're doing it. And they go right out of the cooler into the fryers when we're ready.
And they're injecting them with some stuff too.
Yeah,
right?
it's a liquid concentrate that I get. I buy it in bulk, and I put it together. My son does it.
Okay.
And
but nothing on the outside.
No, that tends to mess up your grease.
Okay. So keep everything on the inside.
Yeah, it's bad enough that the shoot 'em up stuff, what we call shoot 'em up, comes out of the turkey to a certain extent.
So how many fryers you got back there, man?
Well, I got 5 big ones and 3 small ones.
And how many can you put in a big one?
6 on each one, so I can do like 30
there, and
30 there, and then 6 to 8 in the other ones. It's all stainless steel pots, so they retain the heat real good.
And how long are we cooking them for?
50 minutes.
And how much they weigh? About
12 to 14 pounds.
So you're
usually kind of figure about 4 minutes per pound.
Okay. Larry, thank you very much for the tour. I appreciate it. So be sure to call them up here at Cormier's to get your orders in early for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Alan.
I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, so stay tuned for more. Hey guys, Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and I am here with Caroline Youngblood, a wonderfully talented artist here in Northeast Louisiana, who's going to have her artwork down at the Art Crawl, which is going to be this Thursday night, the first one in December. Caroline, tell me, if you will, the name of the series that folks, that you've been working on, that you're going to have at the Downtown Gallery this Thursday night.
Okay.
What are we seeing?
Called Louisiana Magnolias.
Louisiana Magnolias. Okay, well that's perfectly. So where did the inspiration come from?
Well, the inspiration came from one day when I was walking to my studio, which is right around the corner from my house, and
in the Garden District.
In the Garden District, yes. And there's some beautiful big old magnolia trees, and I saw a magnolia bloom, and I saw it in a way that I had never seen it before, and I picked it, and I connected with the energy of the plant, and I went and painted the rest of the day and started a new series.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be seeing. And it's Thursday night, Downtown Gallery Crawl. This is their 10th year at the Downtown Crawl. And Caroline is an incredibly talented artist. We've done work a whole lot through the years.
Yeah.
At any rate, where Caroline brings her art, it's a good crowd. It's in the big building on Art Alley. Once you cross the railroad tracks, that's the first one on the right. They call it the Downtown Gallery. And seeing the art here, it's different than seeing it on camera in a magazine. So what would you encourage people to kind of come out and see? It's kind of
I think people need to see how big the paintings are and to feel the energy of the paintings in a room. And you cannot capture that in 2 dimensions. You have to be around the paintings and see them in a space.
Yeah, a lot of colors though also, new colors that you're interested in. So it's a good vibrant feel to it, yeah?
Yeah.
Spring.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so Caroline Youngblood, Downtown Gallery Crawl in Monroe this Thursday night. Come see her at the Downtown Gallery. Caroline, thank you so much for doing what you do. Appreciate you having us. Come see her. I'm Alan Brotman with the North Delta Network, and we'll see you later.
Hi, I'm Lance Ziegler. I'm a bartender over here at Brazen Bar and Grill. I'd like to show you how to make my mezcal old fashioned today. You're gonna start off with just about 2 ounces of mezcal here. Do a little 2-ounce pour. Right after that, we're gonna have our orange peel. It'll look about like this. You're gonna take off the orange about that far, just a little touch of the rind on there. We're gonna take a normal everyday lighter. Orange of the flame on the peel, not the blue. And once you see it start to get a little bit wet, we'll put it towards the glass over there. And that wetness is a good essential oil that eventually will do something like that. It's always a fun looking thing, makes everybody wow, and it makes the drink smell outstanding. Next we're gonna do just a touch of orange juice. That adds a good acidity, a good little sweetness to it. And then next, we'll have our gum syrup. A little bit of that, not too much. And then next, the thing that makes an old fashioned is gorgeous bitters. So we'll do about 4 dashes of aromatic bitters, about 2 dashes of orange bitters. We'll add just a good maraschino cherry and some ice. And after that, just a few stirs. Old fashions, always stirred cocktails, don't forget that. We'll have our mezcal old fashioned there, delicious, beautiful drink. Come see us over at Brazen Bar and Grill. Try our mezcal old fashioned along with our other delicious drinks. I'll be here to take care of you along with some other great staff.
North Louisiana, Monroe, Riverbend Barn. The smell of spring is in the air as the bitterness of winter has released its grip. Time for new life. Time for new beginnings. Time for a party. I'm a used carpet salesman from New Jersey, and I've been to parties all over this world. My idea of a perfect party consists of 3 ingredients: food, music, and art. Some people call me a dreamer. I like to consider myself a promoter. My name is Stan Lubin, and it's time for a party.
It's okay if you got a weak spot, 'cause there's no race to get to the highest street. But I'm at war and forgot who I was fighting for all this time. I'll be fine when you make up your mind. It's a little late for you, but you're pushing. Well, you're the one I adore. I just forgot who I was fighting for all this time. All this time. Take it as it is, break me into bits. Time to begin. Take it as it is, break me into bits. Time to begin. And I'm alright with the wind in the night. It's a flight of feels gonna make you. And if I'm okay, then she wouldn't want me anyway. I'm the wounded son. If you be kind, I could change my mind. Love your loving touch, but now it's way too much. It's hard today.
I was down in New Orleans on Bourbon Street working the Berber circuit, and I found a very talented artist. And he just so happens to be a Monroe, Louisiana native. His name, Emery Nolan.
Probably within the first month that I'd moved to New Orleans, and there was a really big storm, and after it was during the day, and after the storm it was beautiful, it was still raining, and I heard this bellowing trumpet coming from outside, and I looked, and about 5 houses down, all I saw was this guy's trumpet out of his front door, and it was, the rain was just kind of subsiding, so the light was perfect, and I thought immediately if I could capture that, I would be satisfied as an artist, and I think I've been chasing that moment. The approach to life is so much different down here. It's easygoing, but very fast. I've always heard that New Orleans isn't big and it isn't easy, and that's very true. It's hard on a lot of people, but people take that in stride and use it for a good time. New Orleans influences my artwork in everyday terms. Most of my paintings around are from my front porches. I really love the interplay of nature and architecture, and it's kind of like a battle, like man versus nature going on. It's ever changing. It's like the streets are never the same. They kind of move with the territory in New Orleans. It's a fun play between art that lasts forever, painting something that might be gone the next day that you wake up. Creativity was a driving force. One of my earliest memories is of my mom carrying me around talking on the phone doodling, and her doodles just captivated me. And it was, to this day, I still doodle the exact same thing that I remember her doing. I'm very excited to have my artwork in front of people that I grew up with, family, friends. That's going to be great. I don't get to do that as much as I would like. It's a perfect combination. I like people viewing art in this environment more than a museum or a gallery, so much more, because I think it again goes back to at least having a connection with an audience. You get to feel more of a reaction, people in a little more relaxed environment than in a gallery.
Springtime in Louisiana means one thing: crawfish. And the people of Monroe speak of a legend, a master of crawfish, Larry Cormier.
I didn't open Cormier's thinking it was going to be a whole crawfish operation. I opened it up to have a place to work out, to do some other things. And then eventually that took over, and it's still taking over. It's still getting bigger and bigger. Well, I'm from a little town called Lacassine, Louisiana. Born and raised down there until I moved up here in probably the early 80s. Yeah, it was very difficult when I first opened it. And we opened in March of '89, and I've learned a lot from my mistakes, because I made plenty of mistakes, especially not being in the restaurant business and having to learn everything from ground zero. My wife works here, my son works here, my oldest daughter's waiting tables, my granddaughter's busting tables, my daughter-in-law is helping people sit down. And it's good. We have our times, but it's been fun. It's fulfilling. I still enjoy what I do.
Most people don't even know where these mud bugs come from. But to get the best crawfish, you gotta go down south, deep south.
Hide on your trail,
Larry Bieber, he's a legend of his own right, renowned for raising the best crawfish in the entire state of Louisiana.
blue sky running everywhere.
Beaver Farms are the best people I've ever dealt with in all the years I've been doing business, and they're great friends of mine. And it's not on the side of the road with a dip net. It's actually a farming operation. And if it's done right, you get good quality crawfish out of it. Late December, 1st of January, depending on the weather, they'll set the traps out in the pond. And then when it's time to start catching crawfish, they'll just have these automatic boats with these big paddle wheels, and they'll catch them and dump them in the boat. It goes in a little grater, goes into the sack, and they divide them there, and then when they load them on the truck, they load them according to how they deliver. Cormier's is getting 50 sacks, so-and-so is getting 30 sacks. And when we get them here, we get them and bring them in the back, we wash them, and we cook them, and we steam them, eating crawfish, drinking beer, and listening to music. Doesn't get any better than that.
You've done all you can to put up your defenses, and how could you? This heart's been pruned. Come and take my hand, my radio band singer, my band dreamer, my sunshine lover. I send you the best.
Cooking crawfish like ATP, there's probably 15 different ways people cook crawfish. And it depends whether you like our way compared to somebody else. But after 26 years and 3 million pounds, we do it in a way where people like it. You might not see somebody for 3 months. If you call them and say, look, we're having a crawfish ball, they're going to be there.
Boats, water, sunshine, and good times and good people. Moon Lake Marina, a hidden gem of the Ouachita River, home of the River King, Joey Knights. If I've learned anything in life, it's you can't have a party without people. So I'm gonna do what I do best.
Black cold water, won't you take me away? They clean me out of them machines right off the highway. I know he's gonna take me someday to a place to know where water flows blue like yesterday. Maybe it's the trail by me and you. Maybe it's you I'm looking to. Found me a lover, I found me a friend. Back in do-si-do with a line of blow, drink tonic and gin. I know it's gonna bite me someday, like the wind blows and carries the soul to the end of days.
I didn't buy a 1951 Idaho State Penitentiary prisoner transport bus just to sit around and collecting rust somewhere. So, when a good friend of mine, BJ Bell, who's a local radio DJ, he got me a spot in the 34th Annual Black Heritage Parade. I figured this is another perfect opportunity to promote this ramble. people around here love their Warhawks, and I know just the perfect place to find them. River Bend Barn, home away from home. And the rains of spring have poured for 3 straight weeks. But on Saturday, April 11th, the clouds have cleared and the sun is shining. Sometimes things just work out for the best.
Love flows down, it's gonna end up killing us one day. With 1 million tears.
Every now and then, something comes along that calls your name. I was in South Mississippi selling used carpet, and I heard the most beautiful harmonies I'd ever heard. I realized I'd found the final ingredient. I had to know who the band was. The name? Roscoe Bandana.
The lighted way, and it's a life that you've been given. And this time, sitting in my bedroom, taking on by. Whoa, whoa, by and by and by.
There's nowhere like the South. Like, we've ventured all of the states pretty much in the U.S. and there's nothing like it. It's so homey and it's so beautiful.
Well, we're from Gulfport, Mississippi. Born and raised there. We've been a band now for roughly 5 years. I was working as a chef at a local wine bar, and I was doing an open mic night, and that's how I met Jenny. And so we were like, you know what, let's just go ahead and get together on the side and start, creating music. Because I have all these songs that I've written, and from then on, the rest is kind of history.
Like when we're all on, we're just empty.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
We're empty vessels, and this thing that everybody is takes over, and we just kind of give up and just like float on through.
Hey, I can come up a little bit more. Check 1, 2. Hey, check 1, 2.
Like, everybody has a good time being around each other, drinking, listening to good music. Music is it can open so many doors for people. It can, make people, it could change their whole life. So being around music all the time is such a good thing for people. I love it. That's why I'm a part of it.
Everyone loves music, and people can connect to it on like every different level, and food and drinks is just kind of comes naturally, as well as in any kind of party or getting together environment. So it's one of those things that just kind of makes sense. Something about that summertime and crawfish is one of those things you look forward to every year, I think.
Right. You can get anybody to come to your show if you have crawfish.
Yeah, right.
Case in
point.
Sold out.
The crowd is gathering and they're ready for a good time. They're ready for a ramble. We got Art in the barn, the band is on deck, and the crawfish is steaming. It's time to watch these flavors come together. A perfect recipe for a Louisiana Saturday night. And what better way to get an audience together than to pick them up in chauffeured buses and bring them to the party for a sunset levee ride. The ladies are looking lovely, the gentlemen are looking dapper, and the spirits are flowing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's party time.
Found me a lover, I found me a friend. Back in do-si-do with a line of blow, drink tonic and gin. I know it's gonna bite me someday. Like the wind blows and carries the soul to the end of days. Baby, it's the truth about me and you. Baby, it's you I'm looking
there's one last thing I gotta do.
By the water, won't you take me away? They clean me out of those devil machines right off the highway. I know he's gonna take me someday to a place I know where water flows blue like yesterday. Baby, it's true by me and you. Maybe it's you I'm looking to.
Welcome to the North Delta Ramble. We welcome you all. It's so good to have you all. It's fantastic. I want to welcome to the stage a band that has been touring all over the country, ladies and gentlemen. They've been on the West Coast 2 weeks ago. They've been on the North Coast, South Coast, East Coast, Ivory Coast, all the coast. This band has been everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a North Louisiana welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Roscoe Bandana, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You guys rock. That was so much fun.
Well, that's a wrap for this ramble. And once again, a good time was had by all. You see, through food, music, and art, we can break through barriers and bring people together to enjoy the one thing we all have in common: life.
Hi, Lance Ziegler over here, bartender at Brazen Bar and Grill. I'd like to show you my Mexitini today, one of our great cocktails we have in here. You want to start off with a shaker tin full of ice. And we'll have a little bit of tequila here, about 1.5 ounces. Next, we're going to move on to about 1/2 ounce of Grand Marnier. We get a little more liquor content to it, as well as some sweetness. Of course, you cannot have a Mexitini without some lime juice. Next, some of our house gum syrup to add a little sweetness to it. And finally, just a touch of orange juice. little more acidity in there, and a touch more sweetness. Take that in our shaker tin, shake it up very nicely. Once we get that shaken up, pour it into a nice frosted glass with a garnish of a little salt, olive, and a touch of lime. Got a Mexitini for you, as well as a great selection of cocktails. They'll come in and see us anytime. Hi, Lance Ziegler over here, bartender at Brazen Bar and Grill. I'd like to show you my blood orange margarita today. So we'll start out with a glass, either rimmed with sugar or salt. We'll start out with some tequila here, about 1.5 ounces. Then after that, we're gonna do just a touch of lime juice because you can't have a margarita without lime juice. Next, our blood orange puree. Also adds a little sweetness and a little more tartness to it. So our house gum syrup. Fine, we'll add a little touch of ice. And to really take it to the next level, just a good floater of Grand Marnier. You'll garnish with a lime and then enjoy. But you could also just come in here to Brazen Bar and Grill and enjoy it with us. We'll always take care of you. Come and see us anytime.
Hey, on behalf of the whole gang here at Flying Tiger Brewery, we want to invite you to come celebrate our first anniversary. On Saturday, November 25th, we're throwing a party and calling it Turbulence. It's going to be food, music, cake, and of course, lots of beer. The doors open at noon, and at 12 o'clock, Tacos El Vaquero, the taco truck, will be here. Beginning at 5 o'clock, you'll get a chance to experience the cuisine of Chef Corey Barr. We're going to have musical acts throughout the day. Kenny Bill Stinson, Low Key Savages, and all the way from New Orleans, Honey Island Swamp Band. The cost is only $15. That gets you a wristband, in and out privileges, all the music and entrance, and to a lot of door prizes. Of course, food and beer is sold separately. This is an event you're not going to want to miss, so fasten your seatbelts and prepare for turbulence.
Hi, Lance Ziegler over here, your friendly neighborhood bartender at Brazen Bar and Grill. Just want to inform you about some of our specials. On Thursday, we got 2-for-1 margaritas for you, and then every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., we got $4 margaritas, as well as $1 off all of our drafts. So come in, we'll help you out, we'll serve you some great food, and you'll have a great time.
Hey there everyone, I am Tyler Smith with the North of Delta Network, and we're here to talk about an event called the Campfire Records. Now I'm really excited for you to meet today's guest because he has a remarkable story, and he's really one of those guys who gets a kick out of the small things in life, you know, just an ordinary guy. He also told me to bring a lawn chair today, and I gotta tell you the truth, I'm not much of an outdoors person, so I guess we'll see how this goes. Come on. All right, I don't do too good with heights, so I'm gonna try my best to get. Let me get up.
You got all 4 on the plywood, you're good.
All right, everyone, well, I am joined, finally, by Mr. Jordan Shepherd. Jordan, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
A good choice you made recently is the event that you're planning for November 13th. Tell me about that.
Well, I think we're gonna build a fire right here, but not while my Jeep's sitting here. But yeah, it's gonna be right here on the riverbank at Traps. People can actually come down here and go fishing during the concert. You know, we can have a small campfire and record and play music for the people that are out on the back of Traps. So my friends, the waitresses and waiters and cooks that work here, they get to enjoy the concert while they're working, and we get to have a really good time without really leaving town, you know?
And that's the twist there. You guys are going to be actually recording your performance that night, so people have an opportunity not only to come out and enjoy great music, but really they have an opportunity to be a part of history.
Yeah, they got a chance to be a part of the record and look back on that night and maybe show their kids one day. I'm going to release it on all the major streaming services also, you know, like Spotify and all that good stuff. So
that it's going to be outside, which is always encouraged, especially during the pandemic. Any events you can go to that are outside is definitely encouraged. All right, well, if I know anything about folks in Northeast Louisiana, I know not only do they love good music, but they love a good time, and that's exactly what they're going to get on November 13th at 6 p.m. right here at Traps Restaurant in Monroe. Jordan, thank you so much for joining us today, man.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before we get out of here, you got to give us a little taste of what people can expect that night.
All right, I think I got a good song for it. So this is a song I recently written called Moonshine, so I'm gonna play all the chorus. It goes, I'ma drink a little moonshine and think about the good times, 'cause there ain't no sense in me giving in to this aching heart of mine. Yeah, I'm gonna build a campfire in your memory tonight.
Jordan!
Hey man, what's up, Tyler? Ah. Hey dude, you alright? Yeah, you're the only other person that's ever been up here.
Well, I feel honored.
I thought I was hung up on your video equipment.
No, my line actually is stuck on the grass right now, so it's all you.
Hey guys, it's Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network here at Enoch's Cafe in Monroe, and we're going to have something special going on this Friday night with Monty Russell with Jerry Jeff Walker tribute, who passed away this past year. But tell us about the Jerry Jeff connection and Enoch's, if you will, Monty.
Well, Dole Jeter and Jerry Jeff and Enoch's go way back to like early days of Jerry Jeff. So we all got to see our first Jerry Jeff shows. Somewhere Dole, was involved in. So it's very fitting to have it here at Enoch's.
Friday night, you're going to have a bunch of musicians. It's 9 o'clock this Friday night, tomorrow night, Friday night, $5 cover charge, and you got a smorgasbord of musicians playing Austin music, right?
Always General Patterson, my compadre, my friend Dave P. Moore playing the harp. But our very special guest is Monroe's own Dr. Walter Sarter, who is a Jerry Jeff fanatic.
He's going to bring his 10-gallon hat?
He's going to bring his hat and his scarves and the whole Walter thing. Everybody loves Walter.
It's going to be a nice night, guys. It's out on the patio here. They built this out at Enoch's. It'll be tomorrow night, outdoors. Monty, everybody come and play and celebrate not only Jerry Jeff, but really Texas Hill Country music.
If you know Alan, you should come play. If you anybody out there, if you know a Jerry Jeff song, come play it with us.
You hear that, Caroline? We got to come bring the guitar up to Enoch's.
An Austin song, even. A lot of other guys passed away this year.
Can I play a Towns Van Zandt song?
You certainly can.
All right, so guys, come up here tomorrow night. Enoch's, Jerry Jeff Walker, Texas Hill Country Music Tribute, Monty and the crew. 9 p.m. Enoch's, Friday night in Monroe. Hope to see you here. Thank you, guys.
You see it every day. You are informed by it, educated by it, entertained by it, and accommodated by it. And now, learn how to craft it. Video, photo, live stream, graphic design. Learn the tools of the trade and how to put those tools to the creative test from us.
My name is Jason Byron Nelson. I am married, my lovely wife Maggie. I have 2 boys, Asher and Trooper. I'm an artist. I was that kid in class that was drawing in the margins of my tests, like I think everybody was, but I just didn't stop. And I went to ULM. I majored in art with a focus in graphic design. And I've been involved in the creative community here for a long time. I'd go visit cities where a cultural presence was important, and you'd see the murals and just a dedication to bringing that to the forefront. The mural projects around town have been sort of far and few between, but Myra Gatling with the Downtown Monroe Alliance, she's been trying to get one off the ground and onto a wall for a while. And she was emailing me back and forth some ideas and some places. And when she started CCing Jessica Slaughter with CenturyNext Bank on the latest round of our correspondence, I knew that I knew it was going to happen.
I'm Bill Hogan, President and CEO of CenturyNext Bank.
And I'm Jessica Slaughter. I'm the Employee and Community Engagement Coordinator. So CenturyNext Bank partnered with the Downtown Monroe Alliance, who coordinated the mural. So they commissioned the mural and we helped sponsor it. And we, as a bank culture and Like, we believe in the importance of the arts in our communities that we serve. And so the opportunity to help a mural come to life was really exciting. I didn't want that to pass us up.
And so the folks at Mohawk have a building with a great wall. It's a great location on Louisville. And so the next idea was just to design something that I was proud of and that kind of lent itself to the idea, which was to point people in the direction of our Arts and Entertainment District, which is downtown, where we have galleries and restaurants and coffee shops and the brewery. And so just a lot of things happening that have a cultural significance and a social significance to our town, our community, brings people in.
The cool thing is that the art's not about us, it's about our community. And
It's about, look at all these amazing things people in our community are doing. Let's bring them in, give them a space to show what they're doing, and invite the community in to see it. So yeah, it's about the artists.
Very cool.
Yeah.
My hat's off to Century Next Bank for funding this, for understanding the importance of having a mural, and hopefully there'll be more to come. Them stepping up, I hope, will be an example for other people to fund more of these. Like I said, there's many walls downtown that could use a little sprucing up, put some attention on the creative community. It's a great spot for taking photos and just to give our downtown the interest it deserves.
And it's been really nice seeing the plans along the way as he's worked to find, I guess, the right wall and the right space and the right time, and now it's a reality. So it's really nice to know that we just played a little part to make that happen.
So my goal with the mural was to create something that I liked, and I do a lot of figurative work, so I wanted to have a person in it, and I wanted that person to represent the arts in some way. I ended up using a musician. I wanted him to be the focal point, but I also wanted it to say, arts and entertainment this way. And so with the mural, I used that in sort of an abstract way by showing animals of our area. And to me, they represent sort of ideas coming together. And then I used the figurative element I spoke of as a musician. I wanted to be an older person, kind of just steeped in the history of not only our area, but just music or creativity in a general sense. Murals specifically, we haven't really approached that too much in downtown Monroe, or Monroe in general. There's a lot of cities, bigger cities, that you'll see murals all over the place. And not only does it give local artists, a chance to shine, but it shines a spotlight on the area as a whole and their creative output,
Hey there, everyone. I am Tyler Smith. Now, you're looking at the popcorn, and I know what you're thinking. Going to the movies nowadays is the last thing on your mind. But folks here at the Fist Theater say they've come up with special protocols to make sure that you have the safest and most fun experience possible. Now, today's guest is already waiting for us up in the movie theater, so let's go catch up with him so we can learn more. Adam Holland, ladies and gentlemen.
The movie's about to start.
Well, Adam, there's nothing on the screen.
Welcome to Oak Grove, my man.
You got me there for a second. What movie is playing tonight, by the way?
We have a great lineup coming, starting in March. Things start to get back to normal, and with some great films coming up that's just around the corner.
It's funny you say normal because the past 12 months have been anything but. Kind of walk me through what the past 12 months have been.
It has been absolutely crazy and very challenging for the industry as a whole.
It's hard to not talk about the fact that people are kind of straying away from theaters during this time, but you guys want to drive home the fact that the theater is a safe place to come to right now.
That's right. We are a cinema safe theater. It's industry-wide standards that have been put in place by our partners with the National Association of Theater Owners. It's real simple. We do everything we can to keep you, our guests, as safe as we possibly can. Our guests are encouraged to wear masks when they are at the box office or in the lobby at the concession stand. We ask that you sit with just the party that you came to, and then make sure that you have plenty of room between you and the others.
All right, so clearly the theater is open for business, but what are your hours nowadays and where can people find you at?
Right now, we're open Friday and Saturday evenings. The shows are beginning at 7:30. We're located at 306 East Main Street. You can't miss us. The big red sign, Fisk Theater, blinks red and white.
Hard to miss it.
It's right across the street from the parish courthouse. So we want to make sure you have time to go by and visit our local restaurant and get a bite to eat and come out and enjoy movies the way they were meant to be seen at the oldest and best movie theater in the Arkansas.
Yeah, and the theater's been here since 1928.
That's right. We have been in business since 1928, and we've faced adversity before. We're facing adversity again, and we're going to survive it and come out stronger on the other side. See what's coming up and watch trailers. Visit us at www.fisktheater.com and find out anything, or call the movie line 428-8289.
All right, sounds good. Now I'm gonna let you get to watching the movie. I'm gonna head on out of here. Good seeing you, man.
Wait a minute. You have your uniform on. Shift's about to begin.
So I get to help?
That's it. We got a lot of exciting things to do.
Let's go.
Let's roll. Well, Tyler, thank you for coming over. Hope y'all had a good time. Make sure you lock up when you leave. So long, everybody.
Yeah, after I watch the rest of this movie.
Hey there everyone, I am Tyler Smith and the Downtown Gallery Art Crawl is back in full effect. Now last year it was put on pause due to COVID-19, and while things are gonna look a little different this year, it's gonna be nothing short of a good time. So let's go catch up with today's guest so we can learn more about it. All right, everyone, I am joined by Mr. Jared Stokes to talk about the upcoming Downtown Gallery Art Crawl. Jared, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Man, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be partnered with North Delta Network and the Downtown Gallery Crawl to pull this off, man. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely, and we're excited to be here to talk about it. Over 10 years, the Downtown Gallery Art Crawl has been in existence?
Yeah, so Edmund and Alan and Brad and all them kicked it off over 10 years ago, and last year, you know, COVID kind of stifled all that. Our last crawl was the February, right before kind of everybody had to shut down. And so we're kicking this one off April 1st. It's going to be Thursday. And it's going to be just to remind everybody we're getting started again.
Absolutely, and as you said, you had to put it off a little bit for a year actually because of COVID-19, but now that it's back, you guys are going to be doing things a little differently. How is it going to work this year?
Yeah, so this one's going to be really just kind of a little street party on Art Alley. Up and down here, we're going to have food trucks. Josh Love is coming. He's going to be doing music. Alan's bringing the double-decker bus to have the concert on top of. And then we're actually taking some of the paintings that were done for the Mardi Gras. They're pretty big paintings, and we're going to auction those off. They'll be hanging on the bus as Josh is playing. But basically, it's a time to get some food, music, and see some art, and just remind ourselves that, hey, Art Alley's alive and kicking.
And it's more important than ever for people to come out because you guys have taken over a year off. It's important for people to come back and be reminded of what makes this event so special, right?
Yeah, man, we're hoping to get started again in June, but this is kind of the kickoff. We want everybody to know we are back on Art Alley, and we're doing something with the arts, and we're excited that it's going to be happening.
And they can just crawl their way on over, right?
That's right, man. Get crawling.
Jared Stokes has been joining me in discussion, guys, about the Downtown Gallery Art Crawl. It's happening Thursday, April 1st, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Jared, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Everybody come on out to Art Alley. We're excited.
All eyes on the way I vibe when I walk into the room. Wind blows underneath the soles of my brand new pair of shoes.
Hey there everyone, I'm Tyler Smith with the North Delta Network, joining you from the West Monroe Boxing Club, and right now I'm surrounded by 50 years worth of history. This gym is preparing to celebrate its 50th anniversary, and right now I'm joined by Mr. Sparky McDuffie to talk about how this place has been around for so long. Sparky, you ready to go, man?
Yeah, take a break.
You see Muhammad Ali standing over his opponent. I'm the guy who's going to be on the ground by the end of the interview, and then you're Muhammad Ali, right?
That's it, yeah. It may be the other way around.
No, I doubt that. Listen, we got a lot to talk about. First of all, let's start with your name. Where'd the name Sparky come from?
Look, I was given that name by my father. I wasn't even walking yet. I think he thought that would be a good boxing name.
Yeah, and you know what, speaking of your dad, he's the one who opened up the gym. The gym has been around for 50 years now. You've been in so many different locations throughout Northeast Louisiana over the years, but what inspired him to open up the gym 50 years ago?
Well, he had been in boxing. He had boxed when he was in the Marine Corps, but this just came about. He decided he wanted to try to open up a gym, and this was in 1971. the winter of '71. He got it opened up and then been going nonstop since then.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, about 14 years later, he passed away, but you've been continuing on his vision for the gym. And what inspired you to sort of take the reins and continue on?
Well, at the time, I was actually coaching football. I was working out for one when he got sick and died. And then we had a boxer by the name of Richard Savage, who ended up being a world champion in this area. And so somebody had to train him and start training everybody else. So I just started doing that.
Absolutely, and so we're heading into the 50th anniversary of the gym. How do you guys plan to celebrate, and what does 50 years mean to you?
We are one of the oldest clubs in this part of the country. But it's just, you know, it's been a challenge to some extent, but it's been rewarding because, you know, we've seen a ton of kids come through here, learn the box, get off the streets, you know, make something of themselves. We've had lawyers, doctors, teachers, you know, just about every profession come through here.
Yeah, and many kids have come through here and made their mark. We're looking around at all the memorabilia here, the trophies, the pictures. You know, when newcomers come in here and see all of that, I'm sure that serves as inspiration, right?
It does. They'll go look around and see all the history. It's kind of like a museum, really. And I think that inspires a lot of them.
All right, well, obviously there's so much more that we could talk about today, but something we got to talk about before we get out of here are the Louisiana State Golden Glove events that's getting underway later this month. When is that and where is it happening?
It's going to be on June 26th and 27th, it'll be on a Saturday and Sunday, in the West Monroe Recreation Center, right here on North 7th Street.
Awesome, and this is a big deal because this is the first year it's being held in Northeast Louisiana.
Correct. It's always been held, I mean, going back to at least the 50s, maybe the 40s. It's always been held in Lafayette with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 years in Shreveport. I think it's going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, and now somebody tells me you won that event.
Yeah, I did win it. I won it back in the 70s. I sure did.
All right, well, it's time to show us what you're working with. Thank you for joining us today. Sparky here is going to give me his best hit in just a sec, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining us today, Spark. All right, Sparky. Give me your best shot.
And this is my world now.
Hey there, everyone. I am Tyler Smith with the North Delta Network, and I'm so excited to show you guys what I made. See? I'm just playing with you. I did not make this at all. In fact, our special guest today made this bowl, and this has everything to do with what we're here to talk about today. So with that being said, let me introduce you to her so we can learn everything we need to know about the 5th annual Empty Bowls event. Let's go. And today I'm hanging out with Sarah Hoffman with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana. We're here to talk about the 5th annual Empty Bowls event, which is getting underway very soon. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll get to the details in just a moment. First, let's explain for people who are watching, what are we doing exactly here?
Well, we're making some bowls. That's what the Empty Bowls event is all about, and helping our neighbors who are struggling with hunger. So every year, local artists make and donate hundreds of handcrafted bowls to help fight hunger in our community. So this event, ticket holders will get to take home a handcrafted bowl as a symbol of all of the empty bowls in our community.
Awesome. Now, do you think that mine will be in good enough shape to donate?
We're going to work on it. We're going to keep working on it. I think it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Well, talking a little bit more about the event, when is it and where is it taking place at?
It's going to be the last Saturday in January, January 30th from 11 to 1 p.m. And it's going to be at the Monroe Civic Center parking lot.
Yeah, and you, just like many other organizations in our area, are still having events during the pandemic, but because of the pandemic, you're having to do things a little differently. What can people expect this time around at the Empty Bowls event?
It's going to be a drive-through event so everybody can stay safe, and you'll drive through. You'll get to choose from a selection of bowls and pick one to take home with you, as well as a pint of soup to go.
It'll be happening at the Monroe Civic Center. I understand tickets are already selling fast. Where can people get their tickets if they haven't already purchased one?
Yes, go to emptybowlsnila.com, or you can call the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana to get tickets as well.
Awesome. Well, Sarah Hoffman has been joining me in discussion today about the 5th annual Empty Bowls event getting underway very soon. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. Let me pick this up so you can see it. How am I doing?
There might be a bowl in there somewhere, Tyler.
We'll have to keep working on it. Thank you guys for joining us today, and thank you, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
everyone, I am Tyler Smith with the North Delta Network. We're joining you from Caroli Park here in West Monroe, and my dog Scooter is making his TV debut today. Scooter, say hi. He's a little distracted right now, but we are joining you from Caroli Park in West Monroe, not only because this place is beautiful, but this place is also in need of a lot of improvements, and that's where you come in. There's a lot of ways you can help, and we're joined by two special guests today who are going to tell us how you can do just that. So we're going to go catch up with them right now. Scooter, you ready to go meet our guests? Come on, let's go. All right, everyone, I am so excited to be joined by Mr. Stuart Hodden and Ms. Haley Barnes. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Glad y'all could make it.
Now, where did Scooter go?
I think you may be at the dog park.
Absolutely, and here today we're here to talk about the upcoming event, Nuke's Night Out. It's happening on Tuesday, March 23rd. Stuart, tell us what that night is all about and what makes it so unique.
Yeah, so between 5 and 8 p.m. next Tuesday, March 23rd, you can come in and dine in at Nuke's Eatery. Also take out to-go orders, catering, anything that you do at Nuke's, any type of ordering. 10% of proceeds will go toward the Crowley Foundation and to help revitalize the dog park here at Crowley Park.
Absolutely, and that leads me to my next question. This money is not just going to Caroli just for anything, Haley. This money is being put to good use, and how is that?
Yes. We have a lot of erosion control, and we have a lot of issues with these waterfalls. We're going to put in a new kind of splash pad with a basin. I mean, everybody misses the waterfalls, and we want to bring something back.
It's a great cause for sure. Stuart Hardin and Haley Martin have been joining me in discussion today about Nuke's Night Out. It's happening Tuesday, March 23rd, and you can find all the information on North Delta Network's Facebook page. Stuart and Haley, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Awesome. You guys are going to help me go find Scooter, right?
Of course.
All right, let's go. All right, everyone, I am so excited to be joined by Mr. Caleb Sini. He is the Executive Director for Med Camps of Northeast Louisiana. Thank you so much for joining us today, man.
Glad to be here. Well, glad to have y'all here, actually.
It's just good to have people here, right? Because last summer, that wasn't the case.
That was not the case. This year, that's not the case. This place will be full of life in a couple of weeks.
Kind of tell us, for people who are unfamiliar, what is Med Camps?
So we're a nonprofit organization that was founded in 1987 in Monroe, Louisiana. We provide residential camping experiences to children with chronic illnesses and disabilities. So we're basically an opportunity for a child to go to summer camp, where summer camp doesn't exist for the children who attend here. So we provide those camps completely free of charge to all the children who attend our traditional summer camps. We're going to be operating every weekend out here doing a series of family camps where families of campers will come and enjoy our activities for a weekend. Then during the week, we're going to load up all those activities that campers love, and we're going to take it to them around the state and do a Camp to You program. And then those campers that can't leave their house, that may be so medically fragile that they're afraid to get out and about, we're going to send them a box in the mail. It's called Camp in the Box, where they can do a bunch of activities through the box and then log on virtually to participate with camp staff on some online activities.
Absolutely, and taking things just a step further, even though you guys have sort of been closed up for the past year, you've still been very busy. Talk about the new projects that are in the works here.
Yeah, so we are constantly trying to improve Camp Alabama and make it a barrier-free facility for our campers. And what I mean by barrier-free is that every child would interact with the same activity in the same way. Like, there won't be a ramp to the side to get into a building. There'll just be a processional into that building. So we have identified numerous projects out here that need to be done. First and foremost is to make every building out here wheelchair accessible. So we've committed to pouring $150,000 worth of concrete this year to make sure that Camp Alabama is accessible by everybody. We're looking forward to that project being completed. It's actually under works out here right now. And so once we pour that concrete, this place will be pristine.
Awesome, and so just a disclaimer here, I know you guys are kind of full for the program this summer, but for people who are looking further down the road to when things are much normal than they are now, how can they sign up, how can they register, how can they learn more about Med Camps of Northeast
So you can learn more about us at our website at medcamps.org. You can also register for our programs there. But if you really want to keep up with the day-to-day of what we're doing, you need to follow us on social media at MedCamps. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just go to @MedCamps and follow us. You'll see the life that happens out here. You'll see the kids that get to come to camp and the experiences that they have and all the activities that they get to participate in. It's hard to say no to what we do. when you see what we do. So.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot. Are you ready to go jump in the lake?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
That will not be happening, but Caleb Senior has been joining me in discussion today. He is the executive director for Med Camps of Northeast Louisiana. As he said, you can follow him on social media to stay up on everything that's happening here at the camp. Caleb, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for coming. We appreciate you guys.
Please consider donating to MedCamps at medcamps.org/donate.
What's up, guys? The crawl's back and more festive than ever.
The music, the people,
the fun, the art, everything.
Join the Downtown Arts Alliance as we kick off the first ever Mardi Gras Parade. It's a fun, interactive drive-through experience in the Twin Cities. We're kicking it off with live music, live performances, but more importantly, get in your cars and drive around and see the art at every business location on the map. Check Facebook and Instagram so that you can get involved.
Everything happening all the time in the heart of downtown Monroe.
Join us February 12th for the Mardi Gras Parade on Art Alley.
Hey there everyone, I am Tyler Smith with the North Delta Network. If you're like me, then 2020 has had mostly everyone locked inside of the house, but it's time to prepare ourselves for the outdoors because H2Go Paddle's 4th annual New Year's Day hike is getting underway soon, and it looks like our special guest has already arrived. So let's go catch up with him so we can learn everything that we can expect for the big day. Let's go. Wait up, buddy, I'm coming.
How are you, Tyler?
Man, thanks for inviting me out here. I'm glad we did it before dark because I don't like being out in the outdoors, and you know the animals like to come out when the sun goes down.
Hey, well, welcome to Black Bayou Lake Wildlife Management Refuge.
Man, thank you for joining us, and we have a lot of excitement to talk about today. We're here to talk about H2Go Paddle's 4th annual New Year's Day hike, right?
Exactly. We're going to do about a 5-mile hike through the beautiful natural refuge here, getting to see some of what winter's brought upon us.
It's going to be happening this Friday, New Year's Day, and you guys are going to be starting to walk at what time?
We're starting at 10 a.m. till 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish, depending on the hike and how fast you walk. It takes about 5 miles. So it's every man at his own speed. It is a free hike right from the boat launch here at the Wildlife Management Black Bayou.
Why was it important for H2Go Paddle to bring this event back this year in light of everything that's been going on?
Well, look, we understand it has been a hard year on everyone, and most people are shut up in their house. So we didn't want to miss the opportunity to get everybody back out into nature, let them enjoy the great outdoors, keeping a good social distancing like you and I are. And what better way than going for a walk in the beautiful woods?
All right, well, Christian True has been joining me in discussion about H2Go Paddle's 4th annual New Year's Day hike. Christian, thank you so much for joining us, man. You want to keep walking?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, you know I'm out of shape, so let's get going.
It's a good day to have a good day. So tighten up your laces and be on your way. It's a
wanna start it over. I wanna start again. I want a new beginning, one without an end. I feel it inside, calling out to me. It's a voice that whispers my name. It's a kiss without any shame. Something beautiful, yeah, yeah. Like a song that stirs in my head. Singing love will take us where something's beautiful. I've heard it in the silence, seen it on a face.
Hey girls and boys, I'm Alan Brockman with the North Delta Network, and Christmas is right around the corner. And a lot of people don't know this, but one of Santa's favorite stops before heading out of the North Pole is right here in Northeast Louisiana. And we got a treat for you, because today we're sitting down with Santa Claus to find out why. So come on, and let's see what he's up to.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better watch out, I'm telling you why.
Santa.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much for stopping by today to come visit with us.
Good to be here. Merry indeed.
I was telling everybody earlier how you like stopping in Northeast Louisiana before going on your worldwide tour. So you mind telling everybody why?
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people don't know this, but one of Santa's favorite treats, in addition to cookies and candies, is duck gumbo. And Northeast Louisiana has some of the best duck gumbo in the whole world. So I stop here each year before heading out on Christmas Eve to pick up some duck gumbo, which keeps me warm all through the night.
Duck gumbo.
Yes, indeed.
Who'd have thunk it? Okay, well, that's very interesting. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit while you're here with us, if you wouldn't mind telling the boys and girls watching the real meaning of Christmas, if you will.
Indeed. An excellent question. You see, so many boys and girls have schoolwork and real work that they get caught up in making a Christmas list that the elves and Miss Claus and I check each year to see who's been naughty and nice. But the real reason for Christmas is celebrating Jesus' birthday. You see, Christmas is a time to remember that God loved the world so much that he gave us the most amazing gift, his only son, a baby who came into the world. And he showed us how to spread joy with the one gift that's the most important of all, a gift that is free. And you know what this gift is, Alan?
What is it, Santa?
The gift of love. You see, God loved the world so much that he gave us his only son, who came here and taught us the most important lesson of all, to love God, to love one another, and to not be naughty, but to be nice. And Christmas is about believing this, and believing in Jesus, and celebrating his birthday. It's not about Santa and your gifts, but it's about remembering the most amazing gift ever. God's gift to the world, his baby son, Jesus.
That's amazing, Santa. I think it's easy for us to forget and get lost sometimes at this time of year.
Yes, indeed. We're like a flock of sheep, and we all get lost from time to time. But Jesus came here to be our good shepherd and to lead us back to God.
Santa, I got an idea. I know you're busy and got to get out of here, but can you come with me to do something real quick before you head out?
Okay.
Perfect.
It's Christmas time. Grab your coat, it's getting cold. Just look at the
It's a Merry Christmas indeed from Monroe, Louisiana, and we're about to pull by the Jesus Good Shepherd School to find out the real meaning of Christmas. So, ho, 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 and away we go. Merry Christmas, boys and girls! Merry Christmas to you all, boys and girls! Yes, indeed! Indeed, a Merry Christmas to you all! It's so good to be here in North Louisiana with you all! Keith, look at all these boys and girls down the road! It's a Merry Christmas to you all! Yes, indeed, Merry Christmas! Oh, this is spiritual! Merry Christmas to all! Thank you all!
Oh, can we give it one more time?
Yeah, my name is Billy Varner. I'm the Executive Director for the Zia Street Shelter. The mission of the shelter is to provide a safe daytime area for individuals to be. We provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Document recovery, which is to include birth certificates, social security cards, state IDs. We also provide an opportunity to shower, wash the clothes. Now we can house overnight shelter, 32 men. We open a shelter for women and children so that we can house single females and at least one family with children. And that was huge. Moving forward, the next thing on our agenda is to build a dining hall, kitchen with dining hall, and a community area where we can facilitate some of the programs that we presently are doing over in the men's unit now. In order to make donations, you can mail in your checks, money orders, to 1800 Forsyth Avenue, P.O. Box 233, Monroe, Louisiana 71201, or our PayPal, www.theziastreetshelter.org. It really makes a difference when the guests that we serve see the community coming in. This is not a homeless shelter. This is a shelter for anyone in our community that needs our services. It's not where they just come in and they leave. No, they come in and they stay. We interact with them, they interact with us, they bring their friends, and we're just a big family.
A parent's goal, I think, for any child is to raise them up and for them to go off on their own, and that independence and that confidence to not depend on mom and dad forever.
There are babies, and there are babies who have special needs and challenges, and you're letting them go for 6 days. That is the hardest thing for a parent to do.
Med Camps gives you the confidence because of the leaders and the professionals that are in place.
They get told in life that they can't do this, they can't do that. And at Med Camps, we completely smash that. You know, they can do every single thing that I can do out here, and they can reach their fullest potential.
Camp was founded in 1987 in Monroe, Louisiana, and we moved out here in 1990, and we've been growing ever since. You know, this summer we expect to serve around 300 children who have traveled from over 44 different parishes across the state to attend our program. We make the activity as safe and as accessible as we possibly can, and then we encourage those same children who were probably at home a week before, scooting around on their elbows and their knees, to get on a horseback and go riding. We encourage them to get in canoes. We encourage them to do archery and paintball. Engage in all the summer camp activities that any child would. We just simply remove the barriers that stand in their way of attempting an activity.
My son has the confidence that he did not have before. The counselors gave those seeds and planted those seeds within him, and he taught him how to grow that confidence. And that is something that he's taught others, other 6-year-olds and other kids, other adults.
Has helped me be more independent and learn from others and help others as I get older.
Since we got started, the promise has been made that camp will always be completely free of charge to the children who attend.
Taking care of a child with a disability can be costly, and they get to go for free. So financial issues is not a concern. If you can get them here, they can go to camp.
We do not define what their ability is. We do not set parameters on what their goals are. We just love them and encourage them to reach it.
Hi, I'm Adrienne LaFrance Wells with the City of West Monroe. I'm here with Mark Elliott with H2Go, and we're here to tell you about a really fun family event happening this Sunday, April 25th at Caroli Park.
Thanks, Adrienne. We're going to be out with our kayaks and offering an opportunity for you to come out and learn a little bit about kayaking, see the park maybe from a unique perspective. So come out, it looks to be a beautiful day. We look forward to seeing you then.
H2Go will be on site from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. this Sunday at Caroli. Minors must be accompanied by adults and wear life jackets. Mark will have life jackets available on site. So come on out and enjoy the day with us.
I'm Mark Elliott. I'm the founder and the proprietor of H2Go Paddle. The characteristics that our water has with the cypress trees, the hanging moss, the lily pads, alligators in the water, pretty unique things here in Louisiana to share with folks. The Washita Water Sweep, we invite all those that are part of our paddling community here in North Louisiana to participate and volunteer their time to go out on the bayou and collect trash and debris so that we can properly dispose of it and get it off the waterway. The trash and litter that ends up in the bayou really becomes an impediment to recreation. So if we can get it clean and keep it at a maintained level of cleanliness, not only will people have a sense of pride in the community, but more people will probably be willing to give it an opportunity as a recreational outlet and being on the water. We need a clean waterway just as an inviting place to paddle. Really a twofold thing. It's a time of camaraderie of fellow paddlers, an opportunity to get out and recreate, as well as accomplish a great mission of cleaning up the bayou. But I mean, I just want to mainly just sort of convey, because a lot of people I just don't think realize how much opportunity is actually there. But I see the rest of the community have an opportunity to really benefit. We're known as a water sport town. We already have a lineage and a history of that. We just need to build on it for sort of today's future. We want to thank Ouachita Green, who coordinates and puts this event together, the Ouachita Water Sweep. We appreciate them, and then the Wesley Foundation at ULM to allow us to have a good launching point there on the bayou, on the campus of ULM. So we appreciate all of their cooperation and help so that we can partner together to make it a better, cleaner bayou.
Hey everybody, it's Jared Stokes with the Downtown Gallery Crawl. We are back, guys. Right here, June 3rd on Thursday. The Gallery Crawl will be alive and well. We've got multiple galleries that are going to be open. We're going to have live music and a little bit of food. We're going to have performances in the Palace Park. We're going to have a couple different spaces that are new and open. You'll be able to come check out the art, but most importantly, come down, have a good time, bring a friend. We're excited to be back on Art Alley.
Hey there everyone, I'm Tyler Smith. So excited to be joined by Mr. Parker Kane today. He is the assistant manager here at Flying Heart Brewery in West Monroe. We got so much to talk about today, man. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here.
So what people actually may not know is that Flying Heart Brewery started in Bossier City, right?
Yeah, actually, our original location is there. So this is a second location that we've opened up.
Absolutely, and honestly, I don't think you could have found a better place than West Monroe, and that's proven by the great turnout that you had on the grand opening on July 3rd. Everybody coming out, and as you said, it's kind of just been growing ever since then, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's awesome to see how downtown Bossier grew with us, and you know, seeing how much effort is being put into, you know, having a downtown here grow. We're just really excited to be a part of that, and anything we can do to, you know, help this grow and thrive, because I mean, you look at Antique Alley on a weekday and it's full of people walking around. That's awesome. So we're super excited to be here and, you know, just be a part of that.
Absolutely, and of course we can't talk about the business without talking about what's inside. What can people look forward to when they come to Flying Heart Brewery here in West Monroe?
So we've got craft beer, kind of regional stuff. We've got stuff from Flying Tiger, Great Raft. We've got stuff from Parrish down in Broussard. But as far as what we make, we keep about now eight of our staple beers that we try to have brewed all the time, and then we have a couple seasonals, usually 4 to 6, that are kind of based on the weather.
This is orange juice, right?
That is not. That is our 6 of Hearts. It's a Belgian wit. It's got notes of citrus to it. It's unfiltered, so it has a little bit of a hazy look to it.
Okay.
And then this one here is actually our black heart. So when we kind of got started, one of the owners, Ben Hart, he owns a dental lab over in Bossier, and he's got a basement that they don't use for that business. So Ben Hart and Ben Patillo, the two Bens that originally started everything, they were kind of brewing in their spare time in the basement, and they made the black heart here, and that's kind of what made them decide, you know what, we could take this and run with it. And that's how it all started.
You know, we've been talking about all the beers, but there's also food here too. What else can people look forward to?
Yeah, so we do New York style pizza. Everything's made from scratch in-house. We've got oven roasted wings that are awesome. We do wraps, salads, big German pretzels.
But that's not the only thing. This is a family atmosphere that you guys are proud of.
Absolutely, and that's something we really try to focus on, is being a family-friendly environment, something that's really welcome for anybody. We've got a seat for anybody that wants to come by. It's a restaurant, you know, that just happens to make our own beer. So you want to come here with your kids, we're happy to make some pizza for them, and you know, bring the whole family.
Absolutely. So it started in Bossier City. Now they're right here in West Monroe. For people who aren't familiar yet with the location, where are you guys located at here in West Monroe?
We're on Commerce Street, basically in between the river and Antique Alley, on that kind of bypass road that people used to take to not have to go through Antique Alley.
There you go. I mean, as soon as you come over the bridge from Monroe over to West Monroe, it's basically that first light, make a left, come down, right there on the left, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, Parker Kane has been joining me in discussion about all of the exciting things happening here at Flying Heart Brewery. Parker, thanks for joining us today, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey folks, Stan Lubin here, Lemon Juice Carpets. Well, the commercial carpet business has gotten a little slow these days, and I know it's been a while since I've seen you, but I had to shave the mustache off, but I'm back at you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Still here in Monroe, Louisiana. I ain't gone back to New Jersey, and things have been a little slow lately, but they're about to pick back up. Been busy the past couple years raising Stanley Jr. here. Come here on in, Junior. And Junior and I are about to go take a ride about. We're gonna go to some of these restaurants in Monroe, Louisiana, and talk to their owners and tell you a little bit about what they're doing. Hop on with us, and we'll be back at you in a second. Hop on, son.
Come look at the burning. Oh, come look at the burning. Changes in the turning. Watching the sun go down.
Got a baby Stan. Joey, baby! Bringing it in! Nice to see ya!
Baby Stan.
Look at all this. You met baby Stan?
Oh.
I know it's been a while, baby, but
At the same time, watching the sun go down.
I hear you making a comeback here at the field house, man.
Hey,
You got all these tables out here. What the heck's going on, man? Tell me what's happening.
We're playing by the rules. That's
Playing
all
by the
we're doing.
rules?
We're playing by the rules.
Okay, but it looks like you're gonna have some people up here
We're
tonight.
gonna have Jordan Shepard playing tonight.
Nice,
And,
live music, huh?
Oh yeah, no,
Jordan,
Monty,
I know
Monty tomorrow.
You got Monty Russell tomorrow night.
Yep.
Jordan Shepard tonight.
And Monty's at 3 o'clock tomorrow on Saturday, and then we got Bo Atkins playing tomorrow.
You got it all weekend long. You got it figured out. Man, so you're supporting the musicians. You're supporting. You're gonna get people out here. You got your table separated from everybody, and
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be nice.
We brought Athena on too. They're gonna be able to send their customers this way and partake in the
That's fantastic.
fun. We got the patio's gonna be where the music's
Okay,
held. and
okay.
Everybody's gonna be spread out here, safely.
So we're gonna do it tonight, Friday night. We're gonna do it Saturday night. We're gonna keep doing it on the weekends and just keep pushing it.
Absolutely, man.
Fantastic, Joey. Well, look, we're gonna get the word out to our crowd. Y'all come up here, help Joey out, help everybody out. Come on out here, have a good time. We're gonna have live music, food. Me and Baby Stan gonna make it back here in a little bit. Joey, look here, man. Thank you so much, man. There it is. We're out. And when you come up here, tell them Stan sent you.
Go ahead and take it out.
Oh, come look at the burning. Oh, come look at the burning.
Hey guys, Alan Brotman in downtown Monroe, about to go in here and talk at Restaurant Cotton with the owner, Jay Howell, about what they've been doing during the quarantine to support live music here with Monty Russell and other musicians, and what they're doing right now to try to get some traffic in with the new restrictions that have lifted up. So let's go talk to Jay and see what they got going on upstairs.
Oh, come look at the burning.
What's happening, man?
Alan, what's going
How
on,
are you?
man? How are you?
I'm very
Good
glad to
see
be
you.
here
Good
talking
see
to you. You've been doing some amazing things during this quarantine
Yeah,
with
man,
the Locked Up Live. Who've been your musicians through that series?
Well, we've
man?
had so Monty, man, we've had Robert Finley come on. We've had Jordan Shepard. What we found is a lot of people throughout the country have been just tuning in.
I noticed y'all have got some tables out front in Bry Park set up here.
You know, we can have outside dining, which means you can come, you can call in, we can have it ready for you, you can pick it up, you can go out and sit in Bry Park.
Yeah, notice you got a bunch of games out there for kids.
We got games out there. Our tables have to be spread 10 feet apart,
Okay.
and so we got plenty of room out there for people to kind of chill.
Well, Jay, look, man, thank you for what you're doing for the musicians. Thank you for giving us time to come up here and talk to you about it.
Man.
Folks, come out. They've been supporting all these musicians this entire quarantine. Get up here, come up here to Cotton, come up here to Planters, and thank Jay and all your restaurants that need your help. Jay, the old elbow bump, man.
Elbow bump.
Go ahead and take it out.
times the present day value.
Hip hop and R&B. It's your home in the grave, nigga, live inside your radio. You already know, Saturday morning, August 22nd, 72 degrees on the outside. And guess what? It's going to be easing up into the mid-90s, but not hot as it used to be. But speaking of summer, I got the hottest promoter in the city with me right now, Stan Lubin. Stan, the man. Tell me what's got going on tonight.
Brave, I appreciate you having me. Can't thank you enough. I can't wait to tell you about how good the day is going to be. The North Delta Ramble Volume 3, it's going to be fantastic. We got Chef Corey Barr, who's been working all week. He's got smoked ribs, he's got smoked pork. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And that's not all. Chef Corey's bringing in Derek Emerson from Jackson, Mississippi to present all the fixings with him. We got artist Stan Street coming in from Clarksdale, Mississippi, going to fill the barn up with Southern-inspired art. It's going to be fantastic, Rave. And not only that, but we've also got a band coming up out of New Orleans. Honey Island Swamp Band going to be rocking the barn all night long. So we got food, music, and art. It's going to be fantastic, Grave.
So, Stan, why do you do this?
Funny you should ask that, Grave. A lot of people ask me. I mean, I got a full-time job, but, why do I get all dressed up and put this together and put all these events together? I'll tell you why. Because I got a point. My point is to bring people together and to celebrate the differences. You see, you got a lot of stuff going on in this world, but every now and then, if you can get everybody to come together, we can celebrate the one thing we all have in common, and that's life and the celebration thereof.
Well, you heard, ladies and gentlemen, Stan the Man is about to hop off into the Red Ramble. That's the Red Bus, and here's a little taste of the Honey Island Swamp Band.
I'm not worried about what people think, even if you don't sell your artwork, you shouldn't worry about what people think. You just do it, whatever's in your soul and however you feel. Sometimes if I don't paint for a long time, I come back and I just put a canvas up there and I just attack it. And I just mix a bunch of paints, and literally I do. I attack it and I see where it's going, and it's a cathartic process. It's like practicing. If you're a musician, sit there and practice. It can be kind of tedious, but the end justifies the means. I always love that statement, because no matter what you have to do, to get to a certain point, when you finally get there and you're on stage or somebody's really loving your painting, and then maybe they buy it, whatever, even if they just love it, that really fills your soul. It says to you, yeah, you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path, and just keep on doing what you're doing. Well, being a blues musician and reading about like John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters, Pine Top Perkins, they all came from Clarksdale. People will come from everywhere around the world to walk on the hallowed ground, where all these blues musicians are from. The town of Clarksdale is small. I think there's only probably around 30,000 people in the whole county of Coahoma County. But now it's coming back, and we love it there. The people are great. I'm just going to be sitting there. I brought a bunch of prints, and I've got my artwork hanging on the wall. I'm looking forward to it. People like music, right? Everybody's always listening to music. People are always eating. People like artwork too. You know, and they all go together. And we got to keep this going. This is what brings people together.
We're going to be doing an end of summer barbecue with smoked ribs, brisket, pork butt, you name it. Derek Emerson's a great buddy of mine. He's a chef and owner of Walker's Drive-In, Local 463, and Kate Wine Bar in Jackson, Mississippi. We're in the North Delta region of the South. Our flavor profiles are very similar. We love using local ingredients. You know, we have a lot in common, Derek and myself, when it comes to food. I can't wait to have him over at the Ramble to show him what we're all about here in Monroe, Louisiana.
Corey Barr and I have been good friends for a few years, doing events together. You know, he decided to do all the meat, I did all the sides. It was just a collaboration that, you know, he asked me to come and I did. I grew up in Los Angeles, and when I was 17, moved to Meridian, Mississippi. I used to come and visit the summers, and like I said, spend the summers with my grandmother. And I just, you know, I came one summer and just never went home. What I think of as Southern is, you know, family, togetherness. You know, you think of like Sunday supper. You know, it's just a lot of, you know, everybody else is in such a rush to do something all the time. You know, you come to the South and people still enjoy food.
You know, this Ramble is all about showing you the hidden gems right in your own backyard. Whether it be with art, music, or food, it's really the trifecta that brings people together for a great time.
Corey's doing ribs, brisket, butts, and sausage, and then I did you know, old school barbecue. I'm doing like potato salad, baked beans, coleslaws, watermelon salad, stuff that you would have on a barbecue on a Sunday afternoon. Barbecue fish fry, kind of end of summer, you know, coming into the holiday. It's just a bunch of friends getting together and having a great meal. I really enjoy the look on their faces, and you know, seeing them sitting down with friends and having dinner and enjoying a great meal that you put together for them. Seeing that is worth, you know, it's really not, I don't do it for myself, it's just seeing the expression on other people's faces makes it all worth it.
Everything's going through your head, you know, all at once, fast, you know.
What's the next song you're gonna do?
What's the next song? Like a lot of times when I'm playing, like we're halfway through a song and like we're rolling with it, I'm thinking, what's the next one? How is this gonna end and what's gonna be cool for the crowd? What are they gonna wanna hear next? So there's like a lot of planning that's going on. Occasionally that, you know, it's like, wow, that's a really pretty girl. It's just like everything happening at once. The whole thing is to try to just be aware of as much as possible all at once and just kind of ride the wave of it, the bubble of it, you know, because man, the way you play, what you choose to play, what song you play, the way you approach a solo, the way you sing something, you got to be aware of every single thing that's going on in a room to make it work. Otherwise, you know, you're not doing your job.
I experience it as like a catharsis, you know, and like a powerful feeling of connecting with hopefully an appreciative audience and other human beings that, you know, and just getting to kind of share a piece of your soul and, you know, the world as you see it, you know, with other people who usually kind of see it the same way, you know. You know, the North Mississippi Delta area that really was like the breeding ground for the blues, and it all kind of ties into the music that is going on down there still, you know.
You know, I play the mandolin, I play the acoustic guitar, I play the harmonica. Chris plays the slide guitar a lot. So that kind of roots you in kind of a territory, you know what I mean? It kind of gives you a foundation you know, Americana sort of music, I guess, and we don't really stray too far from that, I suppose. It's gonna be hot, it's been hot. You're starting to notice it's kind of cooling off a little bit at night, you know, it's just starting. You know, everybody's wagging their tail just a little bit. We do gigs all the time, and it's one city after another, and you're loading into a back alley, and it's a stage that smells like stale beer. But this has some personality. This is something cool. They got a real thing going here. Something good to eat, something good to listen to, something good to look at. Maybe meet somebody new, maybe open your mind a little bit, something you didn't expect coming, you know. It's all there. So, guess we're all gonna go do the Ramble, man.
Did someone say Ramble? We got over 1,000 pounds of meat, briskets, ribs, smoked sausage, catfish, gallons of sides, coleslaw, potato salad, baked beans, artwork oozing out the barn, beer, light beer, dark beer, craft beer, cold beer, hot beer, 2,500 light bulbs, 3 luxurious golden portable bathrooms imported from South Louisiana, 6 15-passenger vans, 3 cops, 2 greeters, and every fan for rent in Northeast Louisiana. We got over 550 beautifully primed people ready to get this party started. All right, folks, it's been an amazing summer, but it can't last forever. Yeah, it's about time to plug back into the real world. But not tonight. The energy's just right, and there's a certain something in the air. And I got the power to make sure everyone has a good time tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome to the North Delta Ramble, Volume 3. This is a fantastic, fabulous night out here. We're out here at the Riverbend Barn, and it has been a wonderful day. Thank you all. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. This New Orleans band has played Jazz Fest multiple times. They've played all over the country. You see their touring van out there. Let's give a warm North Louisiana welcome for the Honey Island Swamp Band.
Little girl, I heard you done. You had a hard time up, keeping a hold on to the one you love. Seem like that man, he ain't doing right by you. And all I wanna tell you, girl, is if it's true. You don't gotta run and hide. Don't you keep it all inside. If you gotta cry, cry your eyes out, but be good. Baby, be good. I'll be good till you say it. Ain't nobody gonna love you half that way. Just getting over, getting across, getting it done. Honey, living day to day this way and kill anyone. I know sometimes it's all that you can stand. Wanting not to walk away, throw up both your hands. You don't gotta run and hide. Don't you keep it all inside. If you gotta cry, cry your eyes out, but be good. Baby, be good. Be good to yourself. Ain't nobody gonna love you half as well. Come on, Muley from the phone. Baby, be good. Throw me a rope, baby. Show me a sign. And don't believe a thing you heard about the way I'm doing fine. I'm a dying man. Yeah, I'm a dying. Thrown out the window, hung out to dry. Sitting here wondering why I'm looking down, down at the bottom. That wishing well done run dry. I'm looking down, down at the bottom.
I'm not saying I've been everywhere, done everything, but I do know that they got an amazing place here in Monroe, Louisiana. And a man, well, he'd have to be a fool not to fall in love with this river, the bayous, the food, the culture, and the people. So just remember, when old Stan Lubin hears someone say there's nothing to do in this place, well, I'm here to tell you, it ain't the place that makes something happen. It's the people. Stan Lubin, over and out.
Have you ever had a little problem like me? Got a monkey on your back, won't leave you be. And I never saw it coming. I had a heart, it got broke. I had some money, went up in smoke. And I never saw it coming. No, I never saw it coming. Close the window, lock the door. Your life won't never be the same no more. It's got you in a spin, but you never saw it coming.
North Delta Ramble 3, Scene 1, Take 1.
Nice. Lay it all out on the line for us.
Rave, I appreciate you having me. Can't thank you enough. I can't tell you, wait to tell you about how good the day is going to be. We got, am I going to memorize that? So I can't read this. Whoa.
Okay, and down, watch your elbows hitting.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Got Honey Island Swamp and
Don't grab that jacket because it's going to get real cool later on. I mean, my bad. Real hot later on. And here's a little taste of what's about to come tonight from the Honey Swamp Island. Honey. And here's a little sample about. And here's a little sample of what's about to come. What's about to come. And here's a sample of about to come. What's about to come. I should run it. And here's a little taste of the Honey Island. I missed it.
Yeah.
Can I put my glasses on now?
You want to stop? Okay. I'm a little jealous right now.
Got it. Damn mosquitoes in the hotel. Maybe it happened just because my parents tolerated it. That's a lesson to you parents. Don't tolerate your kids. You think it's innocent, but it can turn into this.
Won't you help me now? You gave me the milk for free. Now you're stealing the cow, and I never saw it coming. No, I never saw it coming. Well, it's taking my mind and my sanity. See, my whole damn life is a calamity, and I never saw it coming. Never saw it coming.